welcome to SystemMagic Stream. My name is Andrew, and this is Greg's disembodied voice.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to another Invisible Host edition of the SystemMagic Stream. This time I am sitting just off screen where you can't see me, and instead you get to watch Andrew today.
Yes, so let me talk a little bit about what we'll be playing today. So, this is a modern deck that has been around a while. For a long time, since the banning of Yorion, Rakdos Scam has been one of the best decks in Modern. And lately, people have been adding Expressive Iteration to the deck because it's probably in the top 10 best cards in the entire format. At the expense of Blood Moon. Which is a card that I have basically never liked at any point in any deck, including this one. That's basically the inspiration for this list. A lot of people have been doing that. A lot of people have been playing Iteration. But something I noticed when I was playing Scam is that, it's Invisible Greg today, Ryan.
So you do have an Invisible Greg. I'm just off screen.
So something I've noticed a lot when I play Scam historically is this deck really has one problem in the format. It's always had one problem. It's that it's bad against Hammer. Its other matchups are all pretty decent. Hammer's always been a problem. And the reason it's a problem boils down to two specific problems. Urza's Saga's really good against you, and the card and the white... Oh god. I cannot show the Lotus. It's impossible.
Yeah, I am holding it up to the camera of our normal camera. I just want you to know.
Yes, good to know. Good to know. So sorry. So anyway, yes. Sorry. So this deck tries to solve both the Sanctifier and Vec, the pro red and black guy, and the and also the Urza Saga problem in one fell swoop by playing 3 dress downs. And this is something I've seen no one else do. Like, a lot of people have been experimenting with various Expressive Iteration shells of the Scam deck, and I think they're pretty interesting, but I just want to play a bunch of dress downs. And, because kind of, like, honestly, if you fix the Hammer match with this deck, if magically this made the Hammer matchup fine, I think you might have the best deck in Modern. Now, I'm not saying this does that, but that's the idea. That's, like, the direction we're shooting for. So yeah, that's the basic summary of the deck. I guess, should I talk about the basic functioning more? What do you think?
I think we've never done this deck on stream, right? I think it might be a good idea to explain a little bit of the basic functioning.
Okay, sorry. So I know I went a bunch of metagame stuff first. I apologize if that ordering is confusing. But here's the basic functioning of the deck. What this deck is trying to do is evoke Grief or Fury on turn 1 and bring it back with Undying Malice or Feign Death or Malakir Rebirth. One of these 3 cards. And that's a really strong opener, okay, to start off with. And basically the rest of the deck is mostly devoted to cleaning up the leftovers. Like, you kind of like, you do your thing, and then you're like, okay, now I have some Ragavans, Thoughtseizes, Lightning Bolts, Terminates to clean up, basically. That's what the deck does. Additionally, once you've like expended your entire hand, just like thrown it all in the bin doing this thing, you then play Seasoned Pyromancer, you'll be empty-handed, so you'll discard nothing, you'll draw 2 cards for 3 mana, which is a great deal. That's why the deck plays Seasoned Pyromancer. And then you have Dothy Voidwalker, which is a not heavily played Modern Horizons 2 card, but basically it's a 2 mana 3/2 shadow that rests in pieces your opponent. And then it has this nice property where at any time you can sacrifice it to cast any of the things that have been rest in peace for free. And the reason that's so strong in this deck is you also often target it with Undying Malice or Feign Death, so you like cast their spell for free, and that comes right back. So yeah, that's the basic functioning of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, wait, okay, I have some questions.
Okay.
So how aggressively do we mulligan to our, like, combo?
Good question.
Okay.
So we basically do not keep hands that do not have either Grief Recursion, Fury Recursion, or Ragavan. It is very rare for us to keep in that's none of those 3 things. But because like the Ragavan plan B is there, right? Like you don't. It's not like too problematic. But we do mulligan somewhat aggressively. Although our
does Fury count?
Yeah, it mostly does.
Okay, do you just play turn 1 Fury even though it It's just a 3/3 double strike.
Yeah, so first of all, it's a 4/4, so all things put a counter on it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Well, actually, I guess to be precise, the ones that aren't Malakir Rebirth put a counter on it. But this is a land. This one does not, but it's also a land.
Okay.
So 4/4 double strike is honestly pretty insane on turn 1 because they just die in 3 hits, and it can't be bolted, and they may not have time to get Delirium on their Unholy Heat, and they can't counter it. So and they can't be prismatic ending either. So they kind of just die a lot of the time. There are matchups where you need to like wait on your Furies, and like once you know the matchup post board, you definitely sometimes don't go for Fury on 1. But in the Dark Blind, I think you're basically always supposed to do it. Notably, this deck benefits substantially from open deck lists, and the tournament I am preparing for, Energy Champs, has open deck lists. So
yeah, and I should just let everyone know that before the stream started, Andrew informed me that he's 100% to play Grixis Scam, aka Moist Grixis, at the Energy Champs.
Wait, I think that'd be Moist Scam.
Sorry, Moist Scam, right, not Moist Grixis.
Yeah, it could be Wet Scam or Moist Scam, whatever you prefer. Okay. Those are both acceptable. It could also be Ocean Scam if you're feeling, I don't know, like candly. But yeah,
you know that I'm always feeling candly.
Yeah, I do know that.
Okay, is cutting Blood Moon a part of cutting the scam though? Because I feel like the scam is that we're scamming him with these elementals and these tricks, but we're also scamming him with Blood Moon.
Yeah, it definitely is to some extent. And I mean, that does make the deck even weaker to Urza Saga Game 1, because a lot of the plan in Game 1 before was to like Blood Moon them and hope that's good enough, and if they Saga for your Blood Moon good beats, you get got. But I'm hoping that with like all these dress downs and engineered explosives and like whatnot in the sideboard, that like it'll be okay. It'll like work out. But yeah. Also, I'm gonna put this here so because I see that people can't quite see that. But yeah.
Okay. Good call. As always, you can press !deck to look up the deck list if you ever want to see it.
All right. Do you think I should jump into a league or should I vamp a little more?
No, I'm ready to fire it off.
All right. So
unless you have any more, life updates, how was your travel?
Oh, pretty good.
Michigan? Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm home right now. Just so people are aware. Oh, that didn't do the right thing. Sorry. For some reason.
I don't know, Andrew. I think I am at your home right now, actually.
Oh yeah, how was your travel? Is the real question.
Well, I haven't traveled yet. I'm still in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
There is a lot of snow on the ground, but I am pretty optimistic that I will get out of here on time.
Right, I was saying your travel from Minnesota to my house, that was fast and spontaneous.
Well, 0 minutes.
But yeah, no, there's actually no snow on the ground in Ann Arbor right now, which is kind of insane. But there's supposed to be a blizzard tomorrow here as well. So we'll see how that plays out, I guess.
Also, yeah, chat, you can let us know if our sound, let us know if we have any sound imbalances or anything that need to be fixed. We did some work to make sure it would be okay. But, I guess if you can't hear me, then you're not hearing this spiel. But anyway, as Andrew would say, as Jesse would say, it is what it is.
Yeah, that is certainly what I would say, Jesse would say. Well, so this is an example of the low end of our hand's keep range, but I think we do keep this. I guess a lot of stuff could go wrong. Maybe we're supposed to mulligan. Oh, well, that is a great question. So in this case, the candle sponsor is this Autumn Pumpkin candle.
Oh my god.
Yes, so my understanding is this Autumn Pumpkin candle has been purchased not from the budget section of Target, our normal sponsor, but it's actually been purchased from Home Depot. I'm not sure why Home Depot sells candles. I was not really there for the candle purchasing, but that is where it was purchased. And yeah, it is a double wick candle, which we've used quite a bit, and adds a certain element. So yeah, we're Autumn Pumpkin is the candle sponsor of the day.
How does it smell? Is it does it have any notes? Does it advertise any specific notes?
It advertises no, it does not advertise any specific notes. It does say it's infused with essential oils, but it also says it's limited edition, presumably for the fall season. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the first day for it not to be autumn. Yeah, look, I didn't pick. I literally, let me explain what happened, chat, because you got to know this. So I'm at my mom's house right now. I'm literally streaming from her living room. You could probably see that that's kind of where I am. And literally I was like, do we have any scented candle? And she was like, yes. And then she handed me this one, and I said, okay. So it was an elaborate selection process, is what I'm saying. But, yeah. I don't think that the fact that it's not autumn anymore is going to stop us.
I was wondering if there was a chance you were gonna like go to Target.
Oh,
Because there's probably a Target near you somewhere.
Oh wait, okay. I think our plans have just changed.
I do like that our plans have just changed.
Oh wait, so chat can maybe not quite see the Fury. Wait, do I have to change my card sizing or something?
Oh, yeah. They can only see the name Fury.
Okay. So let me.
It's fine. You're about to play it, and then it'll.
Wait, that's not good. Okay. Well, it's fine. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to play Fury here and pitch Rog, and we're just going to hope it's good enough. This is a big part of playing Scam, is hoping it's good enough. So
I love hoping it's good enough.
Right. Now, this is not going to matter here, but when you're actually using the ability of the, like, elementals, it's important that you resolve the ability before the evoke trigger. Since that way, if your opponent wants spawn, they don't know if you're going to Undying Mouse it or whatever. Also, it's nice that the opponent can't respond to this with removal, because it doesn't actually work in some sense. Oh, unless it's Solitude, then it will work.
Ooh, rough.
Well, because the point is that if they target with removal, then you can Undying Mouse in response to that. But, yeah, that doesn't actually work in this situation. So, I mean, this isn't that bad for us. I mean, it's basically a 3-for-2, is the exchange. They pitched a Prismatic Ending. So this is probably some form of control deck. Although they didn't reveal Kira. Wait, and the deck is 73 cards. Wait, what the hell's happening?
They reveal Orion?
Well, Orion is banned.
Ha! Oh, right.
So, I don't know what's going on. It seems like our opponent may be playing 80-card Yorion and just ignoring the fact that Yorion is banned. But that's about my best speculation as to what's happening here. Ice our land. Alright. Well, the unfortunate part of that is we don't have another red land.
That is very awkward.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll just play land and say go. So be it.
Yeah. Nice Time Walk opponent.
Oh, 80 card no Ryan. Yeah, that's right.
That is a great name for our opponent's deck.
Okay, they're playing Big Tef, sure.
Wait, isn't that Little Tef?
Or Little Tef, whatever. A Tef. So, now it's pretty interesting. I mean, we'd probably just Dash Rog and hit them.
Wait, could you iterate and see if you find one of the, thing that's one of the Undying things with Grief?
Oh, that's true. I could do that. Haney, thank you. Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? Because also if we just find a random land, we can play Rogavon, even though we can't dash it, which isn't so bad.
Yeah.
Although be aware, once we get to 4 lands, we can't just start hard casting these Griefs.
Yeah.
But now I think we should.
4.
I think we should probably just do the thing.
I would love to do the thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Iteration in hand for later. Put this on the bottom, and I'm gonna exile Feign Death.
Oh wait, does it not work with Teferi?
Oh wait, shit. It totally doesn't work with Fairy. Oh, that was a huge punt. Yeah, because the stack won't be empty. So you just can't...
Oh no, the stack isn't empty!
Okay, well ignore this Feign Death that I exiled then. I'm just gonna pass the turn awkwardly now, I think.
This is what I get for suggesting plays on a modern stream.
Oh yeah, thanks Zoe. Yeah, I do look quite visible today. It's unfortunate that an unrelated can of white paint fell on Greg. So, in addition to me, like, showering off the white paint, Greg got hit by the white paint. So...
Yeah. I'm actually, it's not white paint. I have, like, perfectly camouflaged paint to fit in with the background. Like, you see that frame on the wall? That's actually my shoulder.
Oh, man.
It's really hard to stand perfectly still so that I blend in with the background, but we all make sacrifices for the stream.
Alright, so the question now is, what do we do? I assume we just iterate. Because if we get any red land, we can dash Rog.
That's true. Is there any consideration to grief away the rebirth to, like, clear the way?
Oh, that's not unreasonable because we can still hardcast this one. Yeah, actually, I'm in for that.
Oh no, it's gonna go wrong somehow. I shouldn't have suggested a play in Modern.
No. Greg's done some great plays. Chat, don't listen to Greg's lack of self confidence. His plays are the greatest of plays. Just as Modern is the greatest of formats, but you know. Okay, so our opponent's in some way responding to this. I'm not sure how. They're casting Endurance. Alright. So, man, this is, guys, as far as I can tell, is just literally playing a old 4-color list that just doesn't care about the fact that Yorion is banned. Anyway, complete with Abundant Growth. So, okay, I guess we take Solitude. I don't really care about Unholy Heat.
That makes sense.
And I mean, we did just, like, avoid getting blown up by Endurance, so your play worked out pretty brilliantly, Greg.
Yeah.
Wow, we really cannot find a second red to save our lives. Well, I mean, I guess I'll take Terminate for this Endurance. Put this on the bottom and exile Watery Grave. And then I'll play a tapped Watery Grave, and it'll be awkward for a while. But, you know. Yeah, I would say the Autumn Pumpkin is like about a 7 out of 10 on the strength of candle scale, for the record.
Okay.
It's not our strongest one, but you know, it is it is on the strong side for sure.
Nice, yeah, I was gonna say I gotta itch my nose real quick, so everyone look away so you don't see it. Okay, you can look back now.
God, the fact that the bid is just absolutely ridiculous is what makes me like it. I admit.
Yeah. How did you enjoy your time though being trapped in the soul of Charmeleon?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I would say that was nice. Oh. Wait, I
was gonna ask how Moist Scam does on the Charmeleon scale.
Oh, I think this is a pretty heavily Charmeleon deck. Like,
okay, that's what I would have guessed.
I would say it's a substantial amount like Charmeleon.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we kind of need a red source right here. Or we could draw a red card. Well, yeah, we kind of can't do anything but this.
Yeah?
I mean, we're kind of losing badly, to be honest.
Okay.
But, you know. So anyway, yeah, actually, I considered bringing Attila in here so you could be trapped in the soul of your favorite rat.
Okay.
See, chat, it's important to know that the dogs are with me in Michigan right now.
Today, I went to the basement and I did not shut the door.
Wow, that's a pretty extreme response, the dog's not being there, don't you think?
Yeah. For those who don't know, I live in the basement apartment of Andrew's house, and the dogs are not allowed down here, so the door gets shut.
Okay, I'm conceding this game.
That seems very reasonable.
The first Omnath we might have been able to beat, the second Omnath is definitely lights out for us. Okay, so bolts are definitely bad in this matchup. Fatal Pushes and Taurox are definitely good. Possibly Dress Down is good, but I'm not sure.
What does Fatal Push do?
It kills Omnath for 1 mana.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it might not be good enough to have, to be honest. Taurox are only, like, hammer in this matchup. Maybe just, like, Furies and Terminates are enough, actually. It's also possible that this is a matchup where we want to board down a little bit on this nonsense, because this deck can beat a Turn 1 Fury, obviously, and they can also... they have Dress Down and Veil post-board, so, like, the nonsense is a little less effective in general. So, maybe, like, this is reasonable. If only there was some written statement that could explain why the dogs wouldn't be allowed. Attila is certainly the Murktide of my house, let me be clear. Except right now he's actually not, because he's the Murktide of my mom's house. So, you know, there's that.
There is no Murktide of the house at the moment.
I'm going to board in a few Dress Downs. I think it's reasonable. And I think maybe this is not reasonable. Yeah, I think this configuration is sane. I don't know why it's sorting Torque with my non-creatures. Grief Voidwalker Iteration Terminate. See, I think against this deck, we're not supposed to like be heavily focused on the nonsense, and just like keeping this hand and playing fairly is sane. So I think that's probably right to do.
Okay. Is the plan to evoke Grief on turn 1?
My plan was to just like chill and see what happened, but
Okay.
that could be
Makes
wrong.
sense.
Yeah, I think it's, but like this card's quite good in this matchup for the record.
Yeah.
It's because like their deck often ends up with expensive good cards in the bin, and then you cast them for free. For example, casting your opponent's Omnath is very, very good.
Ooh, that does seem very, very good.
Yeah. So.
The Attila quote is the best quote.
I mean, it is the only quote that anyone like knows what it is. Like, if that makes sense. Like, quote 7 is kind of well known, and the other quotes are just kind of, a bit more obscure.
I like quote 1 that it just says, this quote has been deleted.
Oh, good old this quote has been deleted. That quote never lets you down. Oh, wait, shit, I just punted. I apologize. I was supposed to shock so I could iterate on 3.
Oh, that makes
sorry,
sense.
that was a huge mistake.
It's fine, they're gonna play something good for you to terminate.
I have bad news about that.
Hmm.
Wait, are they gonna Fire Ice me? If they Fire Ice me, it works out. Oh, also I drew Ragavon.
Yeah, had it the whole time. I think.
So now I do want to grief them, I think. Because
oh, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, because now it clears the way for Rog, and also the card will be exiled to Voidwalker, so that's like 2 good reasons to do it, in essence.
Yeah.
Okay, so their only answer to anything is this Fire Ice. Although I could also take one of their Planeswalkers and then immediately cast it. Like I could, wait, hold on here. So, one of the options was is to literally take Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and cast it.
Wait, how do you cast it? Do you need
I
just
sack
don't have to
this.
pay mana? Oh.
Like, another option we have is to cast Omnath. Then I could break a fetch land and make 4 mana.
Whoa.
Wait, this is like. Wait, hold on. I think I should take a card with the intention of casting it, rather than take their Fire Ice with just the intention of like you can't do anything.
Ragavoning? Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Teferi seems pretty good, but.
I mean, I suspect we're not that good at using mana at instant speed. But...
Yeah, okay, maybe Omnath is better. It, like, draws a card, gets us all this mana, and then we, like, can use that mana to iterate, like...
Yeah. I mean, I think that is what we would do. It's pretty, like, weird.
Wait, but how awkward is it if they then play Little T and bounce the Omnath back?
Oh, wait, pretty awkward. Let's take Big Tef.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a nice line. I think people often underestimate Dothi Voidwalker. This card is like pretty messed up. Like the fact that it's rest in peace, but then it also just is a 3/2 beater, but then it also just does this other thing is like is like pretty strong on the whole package. Okay, I'm gonna dash Rog. I get that well actually we know they have Fire Ice. Maybe I should just sit on it, wait for them to tap out. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Okay, let's just play a tapped Watery Reef then.
Yeah, Nicole, you mentioned the comment, but Andrew did tell me before the stream that the reason he wanted to play this is because he's 100% to play it as his modern deck at Energy Champs, so.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's worked out perfectly. Wait, they're actually tapping in response to the trigger, which is about the worst possible timing they could have. But
that's wild! Why would they do that?
Yeah, that I don't have an explanation for. So
you can't even see me, and you know that I'm lying through my teeth.
I'm legitimately.
I would never lie about what deck Andrew is gonna play at Energy Champs.
I mean, right. So the candle once again is this autumn pumpkin candle. See it? That's the candle of the stream. It's very fall themed, which is appropriate because it is not fall anymore. Oh, they're bouncing with Teferi? Okay, well that means we could Ragavan and just attack Teferi.
Oh, good point. Yeah, there was no hyperbole in the stream, so therefore... I've only been telling truth. What did they do with their thing?
They minused it to draw a card.
Oh, and didn't bounce anything. Okay.
Yes, and then we drew Grief. So now we could just slam Grief.
Oh, for 4 mana.
Yes. That's kind of appealing to me, not gonna lie.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, I think we should just slam Grief.
But not to be confused with scamming Grief.
No. This is a full cost Grief.
A slam.
Yeah. Boom. Look at this Grief. Okay, and now we can just take their Omnath, I think.
Taking Omnath seems great to me.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
We're kind of doing it. I mean...
Yeah, I think our opponent is being scammed.
I don't think that is currently in debate, you know?
They're gonna, you know... They're not gonna see the email about this game, and then they're gonna realize it was sent to their scam folder.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
Spam folder.
Yeah, so, like... This is actually an experience I had a lot with Scam. Oh, yeah. Which is that Doffy Voidwalker is actually the real workhorse in this deck. Like,
ooh, okay.
being a good way to kind of utilize, like, your Fang Death stuff, in addition to just being a reasonable, fair card, in addition to randomly hating on some decks in the format, is, like, a pretty nice little package. Is kind of...
Wow, you took out more of the combo than I initially realized.
Just 2 pieces.
Oh, wait, those are fatal pushes.
Yeah, I decided not to put the fatal pushes in. I'm not really sure if it's right or wrong, but I do think with 3 Terminates and Furies, we probably have enough ways to answer Omnath, but
yeah,
it's hard to say for sure. Yeah. So I think I'm going to stick to this. I don't really know if 2 or 3 Dress Downs right in this matchup. It's a pretty decent card, but it's sometimes awkward to utilize. I think like a few is good. I'm not sure I want all of them. The reason I'm playing all these Dress Downs is for Saga decks, obviously. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you ever do the scam with Dress Down?
Wait, what do you mean?
Can't you dress down so it doesn't evoke? Isn't that a thing?
Oh, you can. Yes. But then you don't get the triggers. So,
okay.
So like you only want to do that with Fury. Oh yeah, sorry, chat. Apparently, okay, chat is pointing out I did cut the 3rd Terminate for the 3rd Lightning Bolt like seconds before streaming, and apparently that didn't make it into the screenshot. I apologize. You should keep in mind.
I think the screenshot is right, but your deck is wrong. It sounds like.
Wait, what? Moto. No.
Wait, there are 3 Terminates in the deck we're playing.
Oh no. Okay, I guess my Moto caught me somehow. Anyway, this hand is terrible.
Yeah, agreed. It can't cast any spells.
Okay, this hand can cast some spells.
Sure can.
The question is, what should we tuck here? So, like, Toric Dread Cantor is quite good in this matchup. Pro White doesn't, like, it's not, like, a hard impossible thing to answer, but it's pretty damn difficult. And if you're not doing the scam thing, then, like, your hand often has cards in it for Pyromancer, so I suspect we should just put this up back. And keep...
That makes sense.
The other option would be a land, but if we're trying to cast a 4-drop, that just seems so aggressive.
Now that we are in different locations, am I still on the right? I suppose that if you are looking straight at a map of the U.S., I would be on the left. Because I am currently west of Andrew.
Greg, I think you should hit him with depends on your projection.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
Also, in this situation, by the way, I'm going to play Ragavan on 1. I get that, like, they could easily just have Ren and 6 and kill it. But, like, given that we have a good turn 2 play, I just think it's right to jam. I think when you don't have a turn 2 play against the Ren deck, it's often right to not play Rog, to, like, let them Ren and then you Rog is the idea. But here I think that's not the case. Also, like, playing it has some advantages. For example, it means that after they kill the Rog, the, like, Voidwalker has enough power to kill the Ren, etc. Okay, let's play Voidwalker. Probably off Watery Grave, I would guess.
I'm actually behind Andrew, hiding in the things.
Yeah, remember, that's Greg's shoulder right there. So keep that in mind. Okay, well, it's not developed in a great way for us so far, this particular game. Okay, well, Come to the Playtaf Swamp is a surprisingly good draw.
That's true.
Omnath and Supreme Verdict. Okay, I'm just going to take Omnath, and I get that they can verdict this if they keep the verdict from the Torok trigger, but so be it.
Yeah, agreed.
And so, something about this matchup, by the way, is for a long time, Scam basically wasn't a playable deck because it was bad against 4-color, you know? But eventually, when Yorion was banned, Scam came back into the metagame in a big way, partially because in this matchup... okay. So trying to run me out of red mana? I mean, I guess. I guess I can just find a mountain and put a stop to that if I want. Yeah, let's just find mountain. Basically, with the loss of Yorion, the problem is that 4-color would sometimes get ground out by Scam, which previously was unheard of. And I think that's like a big reason the deck kind of had this like renaissance. But anyway. I guess I'll just keep fetching basics, huh? Well, I guess... Because I want to protect the lands that make weird colors so we can fetch them later after we've gone into Sejude a bunch. But Sejude a bunch. Excuse me. So I guess maybe just Swamp. Thoughts?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, and then we can preserve that fetch lane to be Steam Vents, which means that, like, we're never in too much trouble. Also, notably, if you have them discard cards, for example, the second Torok, the first Torok will grow. I understand that Legend Rule means you only keep one of them, but, like, it does at least do something. Ooh, they kept Verdict. Wow. What a lucker dog.
Yeah. Hashtag lucker, hashtag dog, hashtag lucker dog.
Okay, you wanted to hashtag both them separately, but also the entire forward, like, collectively?
That's classic.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
So, they're going to verdict us, then we're going to take their remaining card, and then I don't really know what will happen from there. Yeah, I mean, just keep...
Wait, is there a world where we play Grief?
What's the idea?
Good point.
I mean, if you think we might later get value out of the double discard, we could. Or you think the Menace is better than Pro-White?
I have no idea if Menace or Pro-White is better.
But I think making sure this gets the counter is pretty relevant after we maybe...
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I think this is the play, but there are some pluses and minuses to it for sure.
Is it a Planeswalker?
Wait, is what a Planeswalker?
Because Planeswalkers have pluses and minuses.
Oh, God. Okay. Man, this person is really just playing a list from like 6 months ago, 80 cards, no Yorion. It's insane. Like, right down to these are the two tri-lanes you'd play before the printing of the Streets of New Capenna that like had the new tri-lanes. Like, I mean, I played this list more than anyone should, really. So, ooh, I don't like them pressing on a fetch land. I don't like the implications of that.
Oh, yeah. I don't either.
Okay. Yeah, this is now bad. I mean, what we really need to do here is draw the card Fury. I'm much closer to Andrew's left than his usual stream. Yeah, that is true, Max. You definitely are.
Ooh, that's definitely true.
So, I guess I'm going to attack Ren, because I don't want it to ult. Wait, should I Grief? Because we don't know their card, right?
We don't.
Wait, I think it's just Grief. Thoughts?
I mean, if it's a spell, they probably could have cast it, right? But I don't know.
No, it could be like a Solitude, another Omnath. Like, it could be an expensive spell.
Oh yeah, another Ren.
Yeah, I don't think it's... I think it could easily be a spell. I think we should just grief him. Okay, it was Veil, which means we get owned by doing this. But that's okay. Still get to attack Ren for 3, which is important to prevent Ren from ulting. Yeah, in fact, maybe Max at some point, if there's a day Greg can't make it, you'll be a special guest on the stream. We'll see.
We'll see, but Max, you might be like you might have come all the way around, right? Like
you might have come all the way around.
Like I got on a normal stream, I am the furthest possible from Andrew's left.
That is true. Okay, so they're like stopped recurring to save you. I'm just gonna find Steam Vents now because I'm worried about our life total. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do think we might lose, but we'll see. Oh, they have another Beseiju. Yep, that's a different Beseiju. Okay, that also grows our creature notably.
That's pretty sweet.
Ooh, okay. This is our road to recovery right here.
That's definitely the best possible draw.
Okay, wait, we're in business. So, grief to hand, terminate, or, well, I guess there are two options. Basically, okay, so we're definitely terminating the Omnath, right? The question is, should we preempt our terminate with a Thoughtseize, or should we... That, like, can't be right? It plays around exactly another Veil. That, like, can't be correct, right? I think it's just grief to hand, terminate to exile, but I'm not sure.
I kind of like the Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
But why are you hesitating on the Thoughtseize? Like...
No, I think you're right. I'll put... So in that case, I put terminate to hand, grief to the bottom, Thoughtseize to exile. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right, because, like, that's how we're losing, right, is basically the idea. We'll be at 5, but it'll be fine.
Yeah. 5 is so high.
Field of Ruin. Okay, that's an insane card to be in their deck as well. That card was never in this 4-color deck, and it's insane to play it. So now, the Omnath dies, the Ren dies, they take 3 down to 19. And, well, Grief won't get anything, but it is a 4-mana 3-2, is the main advantage of Grief. It also has Menache. So now we just kill Ren, and we attack them. And we are winning. It's kind of a tenuous winning, but we definitely are. And I guess Turok is, like, pretty resilient to most stuff that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, well that will greatly accelerate the clock, although we possibly should hold it for another Omnath.
Oh. Yeah.
I guess it's fine to just play this instead, because, like, I guess... Wait, what do you think about this play?
I mean, I guess the card to be scared of is Verdict, right? I don't have that much fear of Verdict.
I mean, they only... So, like, assuming they're playing, like, the list from, again, like, you know, months ago, which is what I think is happening, then they only play, like, 2 Verdict in 80 cards.
Okay. And they've already seen 1.
Yeah, it's more than...
I don't want to...
Oh, this just isn't lethal. So, like, this still... It's 2-turn clock either way, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I think this is the play.
Okay. Yeah.
And just hold back the Fury to wait for an Omnath or a Verdict, I guess. But mostly for an Omnath. Counterspell. Okay, great. We have successfully baited their counterspell. Next turn, it's more interesting. Because possibly at that point just jamming the Furies, right? But we'll see. What, are they besieging... Oh no, they're Field of Ruining us? Oh wait, that's really bad, because I can't find a land. All 3 basics are in play. So... I guess we won't be Furying this turn. If assuming they target Blood Crypt, yeah.
Dang.
Well, good beats, I guess, but it made this Black Cleave Cliffs into a good draw, so there's that at least. But we'll just kill Ren and hit them for 3. And our clock is still fast-ish. Like, in fact, this didn't actually change the clock because it was 3 hits before and it's now 3 hits still.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bash, and then we have to think about playing Fury. Right? Wait, I think we shouldn't, Greg.
That makes some sense. I guess, what if they, like, Lil Tef bounce something?
I mean, then we won't have lethal, but, like, the Omnath scenario is really bad, right?
Yeah. Also, don't crack a fetch, right? Because we don't want to go to 4 against
Yes,
Omnath.
I won't, but I'm gonna play it still.
That's fine.
Yeah, because basically the problem is they could go play Omnath, play a land, gain 4, pass, crack my fetch, gain 4.
And
And
that's true.
then we, like, need Fury to, like, kill the Omnath and, like, be in an okay position. Basically, the problem is the Omnath's still really bad for us. They have played 2 Omnaths, I admit, but, like, honestly, like, I think that's the most probable route they come back into this game. Maybe that's wrong? It seems true to me, though. Hollowed Moonlight. Alright. I guess that is pretty good against our nonsense. Yep.
Wait, isn't it not? Then you just get the creature?
No, because when it tries to come back, it just won't.
Oh, right. That's sorry. I thought it was a Torpor Orb until end of turn.
No, it's not that.
No, yeah.
It's anti-collected company tech. It, like, prevents you from cheating things into play in any way.
Right.
But anyway, I think that was actually a good showing for our deck, to be honest. Because this is historically not an easy matchup. We were able to completely grind out a game, in no small part thanks to Expressive Iteration. I mean, Expressive Iteration was the card that brought us back into it. So.
Yeah, it's a Containment Priest effect. That's right. This is weird. I'm, like, since I'm not on camera, I'm just kind of, like, leaning back, you know, using your chair as a footrest. Wow, they're 4-0?
Wow. That's pretty unlucky of them to pair into us.
Yeah. We're going to ruin their day.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be 5-0ing this league, let me tell you, chat.
I mean, I don't think anyone's ever 5-0'd a league.
Where's Reginald? What do you mean he's right here? He's just currently not in a visible state.
Yeah, I'm here. Doing unspeakable things to Charmeleon.
Whoa.
Well, you see, Andrew's soul may or may not still be trapped in that Charmeleon, so...
Wait, I just want to mull this. That's not crazy, right?
I have no idea. It does not pass the test that you described at the start of the stream.
Yeah, I think it's a mull. This hand does pass the test. This hand is insanely good, actually.
So I assume the plan is to grief exiling Thoughtseize.
Yes.
And then feign death. If I pinch the Charmeleon, does Andrew feel it? I'm gonna pinch it at some point in the next, like, 20 minutes, and we'll see.
Okay, I'll just start reacting at flinches at random, and we'll just hope it lines up.
Yeah. I was pretty sure that was the plan. Chat knew that was the plan. I knew that was the plan. Really,
Well, see, that way I leave ambiguous whether or not I do have voodoo-like powers, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I think it's important to disguise whether I do or do not have those powers in preparation for energy champs.
One of my... Oh, yeah. Andrew told me he's 100% to bring his voodoo-like powers to energy champs.
Yeah, just so you wait, chat. See, you'll show up, and I'll just start laying out dolls of all the other competitors, and then, like, you know, from there, the tournament will be trivial.
So, earlier this year, I was in New Orleans. Sounds like outside assistance. I was in New Orleans with some friends, just for a weekend, and I We did like a voodoo tour of New Orleans where we learned all about like the history of voodoo. Is incredibly interesting. Like, learned a ton. It was really, really awesome. Like, but anyway, at the end they took us to like a pretty authentic voodoo shop, and I bought a candle from it, and I've used that candle on stream once. It's a good luck candle. So the MCR doesn't cover voodoo. I don't know. The MCR is pretty big. It might.
Okay, so our opponent appears to be playing the 5-color zoo deck, and for some reason they've chosen to include a gemstone cavern, which is insane because I played this deck a little, and the mana is heinous as it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean that's wild because it doesn't have any types, but you know.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely gonna take this Terra Trail Kavu though.
That makes sense.
Let's see. I just want a Blood Crypt, the stock land. No need for blue yet. Yeah. You should know somehow this isn't the first voodoo-related Magic Gathering discussion I've been a part of. But anyway,
Okay.
That's it. That's really. I don't have a follow-up to that. Okay, I just want to take the Scion, I think.
That makes sense.
Because they will cast it on turn 2, notably. Like, off the 2 fetches.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, and it has a counter!
Yes.
That's so fun.
Well, the story is that interesting. There was once an R, or what do you call it? The old thing. The thing that you used to have, RCQ? No, wait.
RPTQ?
RPTQ. Yeah, RPTQ. There was an RPTQ.
The thing you had to queue for.
Yes, the one you had to queue for. And for some reason, at whatever RPTQ I was at, I think we were in Pittsburgh, I was just in a conversation that consisted of, like, oh, okay, I'll probably just play that. But let's attack first, right?
Makes sense.
I mean, there is an argument for holding it, believe it or not, because, like, we can use it to save our guys if they trade off in combat or whatever. But that doesn't seem like it's going to come up this game.
So you're playing it as a fair card.
That's what I could do if I was holding it, instead of playing it as land. But I think the second land is probably worth it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so we were all in Pittsburgh, and I can't tell you the exact set of people that was there, but I think it was something like me, Max McVitie, Stu Parnes, Brian DeMars, and Stu Summers. And for some reason, there's just a massive argument about voodoo. And I can't explain how we got there or what the contesting sides of the argument were. I can just assure you that it was discussed for like at least 15 minutes. So that's all I got on the topic of voodoo. Anyway, so
ooh, Max, do you know what anyone was discussing?
Yeah, Max was there, I believe, for the voodoo discussion.
So, okay, basically, what I learned from this tour is, so here's the origin of, like, a voodoo doll. So basically, like, you know, people who were slaves from Haiti brought their, you know, religious ritual customs, and they had these, like, guardians that were kind of, like, intimidating, kind of doll-like creatures. And basically, like, white people saw these things and had no idea what they were, and so they just started making assumptions. And you see, they were all, like, really awful people, and so they kind of assumed that, like, they basically assumed what a voodoo doll is, what we think of today, and that, like, these guardians were, like, personifications of them that the people were, like, you know, hating on, even though that was completely untrue and made up. And, that is the origin of a voodoo doll.
Alright, I would like to state, based on this story, I have decided that I will not be employing any voodoo at this event, as it now seems aggressively racist to do so.
Well, yeah. Well, but I mean, really, like, voodoo is just, like, a religion, right? Like, it just, like, is a genuine religion. It just, like, has, you know, been very misinterpreted by white people.
Yeah, let no one say that I have yeah, God, okay, I get it. Alright, so now our opponent has a 4-4, which is a bit of a problem for us.
Okay.
What we need to do is draw Seasoned Pyro, or Iteration, or Terminate.
Okay.
How
about Bloodstained Mire? Is that one of those cards?
No.
Okay.
But see, the problem is now they're going to cast Bloodbraid Elf, I assume.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, is a completely fair Magic card and totally beatable, but given that we have no cards in hand, it might be challenging for us to defeat. Who needs blue when you stock?
Blue when you have stock green? That's true.
Greg, what would you say are my odds of playing stock green at the tournament?
Well, I wouldn't say, but you have said that you're 100% to play stock green.
I don't know if that's quite what I said.
I don't know. Should we check the Bully?
Oh my god.
Nope. No hyperbole has been found.
Okay, so now I think we can still win if we draw the card Fury. Pretty much.
Ooh, Fury does seem pretty good here.
I mean, we would just, like, kill their 2 blockers, then hit them with Rog, probably. Which is pretty insane. So I'm gonna fetch, and I'm gonna not block to set that up, basically. But, we kind of do need it. I guess I could trade and then just kill this. Maybe that's better. No, I think it's worse. What do you think?
That sounds worse to me.
Okay, yeah. We'll simply take 7 and top deck Fury. I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
See, Cliff gets it. No Bully.
Alright, so that's not a good draw, but I guess we're not technically dead, so I'll pass the turn. We kind of needed either Fury or a way to draw cards there, like the Pyromancers or Expressive Iterations. And I mean, our deck is sort of designed to have a high mass of those, but obviously, if we don't find them, we're just going to die this game.
Yep.
See, the thing about Wet Scam is it's a bit like Charmeleon.
Yeah, good point, Max. It is like Fury if it killed one less thing and didn't make it 3/3 double strike.
Oh wait, I guess I should have let them attack. I forgot to set attack trigger. Sorry, that was foolish. I should have killed them in combat. Oh, they chose the exile card. That is not a good sign for us. Because that means their hand is good. And the set of hands that are both good and that we can beat may be the empty set.
Soggy Scam.
There are a lot of different ways to describe the state of the scam. So, is a soggy scam like when you, like, you know, you're like at the lake hanging out and you see a piece of paper washed up and it's kind of waterlogged, but then you read it and, like, it's an ad for Nigerian Prince?
Yeah.
What the hell is Bolt Bend?
Bend.
This is an insane card to be in their main deck, but I guess they were playing Gemstone Caverns in their zoo deck, so, you know, they demonstrated a wide range.
Insane card, great cover. This is Andrew's list. The Bolt Bend list. And he's 100% to play at NRG Champs.
So, okay, Dress Down in this matchup isn't that good, but it does notably kill the Territorial Kavu straight up.
Whoa, okay.
So, I don't know how many we want, but I assume they have 4 Kavus. So we want at least some. Maybe we should board down on the grindy stuff, like maybe Iteration's a bit slow in this matchup, I'm not sure. Maybe like, Voidwalker is bad? I guess Voidwalker seems pretty unhelpful.
Yeah, notably it can't do any blocking, huh?
Yeah, actually, maybe we should just cut all of them and leave the bolts. Maybe that's a better configuration. I definitely don't have, like, a million Dress Down, but a few seems good. Yeah, I would like chat to know that, in all seriousness, if you, right now, know what deck I am going to play in Modern at the tournament, then you know much more about me than I do. So, good luck.
I mean, I know, and I just told them that you are 100% to play Bolt Bend Zoo. And so, It sounds like everyone here knows Andrew more than you know yourself.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot of people claiming that. Um, I mean, yeah, I don't know, chat. I just...
He did say he's 100% to play Tron. Definitely Eldrazi Tron.
Certainly, I like Breach a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it, but I definitely can't say I'm not going to play it. He did say Blue Tron.
Wow.
Wait,
no,
Cliff, are you aware that I top-aided my first lifetime old-school PTQ playing Blue Tron? By which I mean Blue-White Tron. But...
Andrew actually said he's only 95% play Blue Tron.
Yeah, also...
He's even at the 5% for Bolt Ben Zoo.
God, Bolt Ben Zoo is just so nice. I really enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I am often known as E-Tron Andrew. I often speak so highly of E-Tron.
You like Greg because Greg reads all your messages. It helps that, like, you know, since I'm not doing anything here other than watching and chatting, I have more time to read chat than I normally do.
Alright, I think this hand is a keep. This hand has Fury Malakir Rebirth, which is good.
Yeah.
And my plan, I think, is to let the Fury cook a bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah. Cliff, if you like, I can try to start reading none of your messages to try to, like, balance out Greg reading all of them. Also, this card just entered the battlefield, so there's that. That's a thing that's happening now. Yeah, our opponent's list is quite a spicy meatball. Let's say that.
So wait, can you remind me, can you remind chat, I obviously know, but, you know, maybe for chat's sake, can you remind chat what Leyline of Sanctity does?
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Winslow. I assume that's Creed, yeah. Yeah, so Leyline of Sanctity makes them have hexproof, so it means we cannot play any discard spells or burn spells targeting them.
Okay, is it also the one that gives their creatures +0/+1?
No.
No.
That's all it does.
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep sitting here and wait for them to play something into Fury.
Oh, man. Play a Kavu.
Yes. Well, if they play Kavu, I will just dress down it and then one tap. But that's fine. And maybe this whole cooking it plan is wrong, but the problem is because I have specifically Malakir Rebirth and not one that puts a counter on it, like a 3/3 double strike is a slower clock and also just doesn't kill things. So
yeah. So oh man, thanks for the gift sub, Nee.
Wait, did he gift it to Creed? Is that what just happened?
Yes.
Alright, fair enough.
So, okay, wait, I have a story about Original Dominaria Limited. So, once I was playing a Original Dominaria Limited draft. It was like after day 2 of a GP, we were all hanging out, we were doing a draft, and I drafted a really cheesy green-white aggro deck. And I was playing against friend of the stream, Max Magnuson. Uh-oh.
Well, that's fine, you just Fury it.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was playing friend of the stream, Max Magnuson, and I mulliganed to 6, and I kept a hand, and I got like absolutely destroyed. And after the game, Max was like, "Oh, what was the hand you kept on 6?" And I was like, "Well, it was land Kavu, dub Juggernaut." Okay, and dub is like an aura, you know, in my cheesy deck. And Max was like, "That kind of sounds like a fun song." Like, land Kavu, dub Juggernaut. You know, it kind of has a nice,
God.
a nice rhythm to it. And then we were kind of joking around about this for a while, and every time I think about any Kavu, I think about land Kavu, dub Juggernaut.
Okay, I want a greedily iteration here.
The idea is you'll find a black source, and you still get to do the thing?
Yes.
That makes sense.
It seems like the alternative is like wasting our mana and missing our land drop, which seems so bad.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So I'm just gonna take 2 lands because Thoughtseize does nothing here.
Makes sense. Oh, because they have hexproof.
Yes. It does literal nothing, to be clear. not like figuratively nothing.
Wait, doesn't it make us discard a card from our own hand and lose 2 life?
Oh, I guess we could target us. Yeah, that is true.
Classic Greasefang play.
And I'm gonna discard this Bolt, I think, to Fury. Deal 4 to this. Let that resolve. Just in case something weird happens. Okay. Cast Valkyrie Rebirth. Save this.
This Fury card's pretty nice.
Yep, and to be clear, we could kill a second creature if they had it, but I think that was letting it cook a little too long. Was this Kavu? Because that's not going to go... Oh no, it's Travel Flames, darn. Because they did pay for that card with the mana to cast Kavu, so I was optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to play Peasy now.
Discard Grief Land?
Yeah. Seems pretty reasonable, right?
I think so.
And I'm going to discard the Grave because we have another Watery Grave, so it doesn't really hurt us anyway. Oh. Wow. More Furies to hardcast.
Nice.
Wow. Scion of Draco filled, like, the entire chat. That's modern design principles for you right there.
I actually like how elegant it is. It feels just like all the chat and no more. Because, you know, often they, like some cards take up way too much space.
Oh god, it's so nice. I really enjoy that the Scion Draco just fills the entire chat. Oh no, stop! Oh.
Really, it tells you very little information about Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It took up the same amount of space. It just didn't tell us very much.
Okay, my opponent just Charlatan Cascade into Trial Flames and targeted me. So that's a little scary, but I'm gonna just Fury this and fetch a basic.
Yeah.
I think we need to get this show on the road, as it were. It's time to like get our opponent dead.
Yeah.
They do only have 3 cards in hand, so like, let's see. I guess the problem is they have Tribal Flames Bolt or Tribal Flames. We're just deceased right now, but you know.
But also, what else were they gonna Tribal Flames? Like.
Yeah.
The Pyromancer, you'll just flash it back, and the 1/1, that's like so mopey.
Yeah, they probably would make that play like with any set of cards in hand. You're right. Or mostly any, at least. God, every time they tap a mana for green, I'm just like, play Kavu, play Kavu. Yes!
It is! Let's go! Play another one!
Right, so now there's this slight awkwardness that when I dress down their Kavu, our Fury loses Double Strike.
That is definitely awkward.
But I think I'm just going to do it and not attack this turn, is what I... Well,
Want to iterate first?
Well, it's a little awkward, because if we fetch a blue... We only have 1 blue land in play.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I kind of want to slam Dress Down, and then draw a card now, but not attack. Is that reasonable? Well, wait, but then we take 4 from the Scion. God. Maybe I should pass. Serious proposal.
Oh, because then you can dress down and it'll lose flying.
Yes.
Wait, that's sweet.
I think we should just pass, to be honest. It's a little weird, for sure, but I think it's the best play overall. Also, since, like, as far as I know, I'm literally the only person who just, like, jammed Dress Down into this deck, like, our opponent will not know to play around it. I mean, maybe they can suss it out here.
Maybe they think they'll be able to bolt bend whatever you play, and I don't think you can bolt bend dress down.
That's a very good point. You certainly cannot. Ooh, Mantis Rider? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let them attack even though they get to like red loot with the Kavu. That's just fine with me.
Yeah. Also, Mac, I want to know if you copy pasted Asmarana Kuldakar, or if you just knew.
That's an insane question.
You're just like, all right, time to put this card in. Doop 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 doop. Write it all out. There it is. Not a psychopath.
I much prefer the idea that Max Smith is a psychopath, to be honest. If we're talking about which reality I'd prefer to live in, it's definitely that one. Okay, so I think that the play here is to trade Fury for Scion and just chump the Mantis Rider. Thoughts on that?
What's our plan for next turn?
Well, probably to iterate.
Okay, I like this play.
And I mean, we can find like a bolt or a terminate for the Mantis Rider, or we could just do the like shock thing and accept that we're going to 5. I'm not sure which. Also, but like that seems like the best overall to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dress Down is such a good card. I love this card. Well, I kind of hate the rules implications of it, but I do like that it's so good.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just right off screen.
Huh. So now there's some weird stuff available to us. Because we have this Undying Malice. So, like, we could attack with the Seasoned Pyromancer, and if they block, bring it back. Is that crazy? It doesn't seem crazy.
We want to put Malice in our hand either way, right?
Yes. We want to put Malice in our hand, for sure, right? And then, I guess Blood Crypt is the one we want to play this turn. Whether or not we want to shock is unclear, right?
Yeah.
So...
That makes sense.
And then, let's attack. And I mean, we could get got for doing this for sure, but it just seems like our best play by a significant amount.
Oh, I guess we get got by the card Bloodbreed Elf.
I mean, we can play a 3/2 menace post-combat. Right?
That's true.
And we go to 5. I mean, we go to 6 and then we attack to 3, so it's not a perfect plan, but I think it's probably the right plan. Like, what's our alternative, right? Mac, it seems like you might not be familiar with the scam list in general. This is just a normal scam list with iteration added, and so the scam lists always play 4 Ragavan.
And Andrew would never cut Ragavan from a modern deck.
I pretty much exclusively do the opposite. So
yeah.
Also, notably, Grixis target opponent, so nothing bad happens to us here, which I did check. But yeah. I guess we're also dead to a Mantis Rider, huh? I guess we're dead to a lot of things. Well, they had anything. But I feel like not playing the Grief is just going to lose us the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have passed and tried to chump with the Dress Down, but that just doesn't seem very good. Yeah, okay. We were defeated by Bolt Benzu. It is an unbeatable deck.
Well, they're now 5-0. Right? Remember
I guess
said they were.
They are. That's insane.
Yeah.
I won't worry about that.
Bolt Benzu.
Well, Zoe, the problem is if you Grief and Dress Down to trade, then the Dress Down will be gone by their turn, so it doesn't really work out. But yeah, you can take a look at the deck. I mean, I would say, to be clear, Mac, I am not the origin of this deck. This is just no Blood Moon iteration is basically the straight up swap. But yeah, and then the sideboard is all me. But the main deck has been played by other people before. Specifically, I saw it on some random person's Twitter. So, yeah. Mm. Wow, this hand is very bad.
This hand has a lot of limited draft chaff in it.
Yeah, probably we should mulligan. Right? Seems like a mull.
I cannot imagine keeping this hand.
I can imagine keeping it on the play. But not on the draw. Because, like, if on the play you can try to protect your Ragavan with that bullshit, right? Like, that's the point. Okay, this hand has turn 1 Fury Rebirth, Undying Malice Fury, which is pretty good. So this seems like keep and we tuck Seasoned Pyro.
Yep. How, for Terminate, how important is it that it's just like a generically good Rakdos Gold card?
Yeah, I think pretty important, actually. I think it's absurd to say, oh, we're playing against Rhinos. Okay. So against Rhinos, we could try to cook our Fury to like, counter their Rhinos on 3. But I guess, let's see, how is Rhinos going to remove our Fury? They're going to Fury it, or they're going to Leyline Binding it? Wait, so the answer is pretty easily. Wait, am I supposed to let the Fury cook? What do you think?
Kind of makes sense to you. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, it's awkward against Violent Outburst, I guess, because, like, on our turn 3, the Outburst will be in their hand. Like, they still would have made Rhinos. But first of all, they might just have Shardless Agent. And second of all, even if they have Outburst, we could just, like, Seasoned Pyro, maybe? And, like, it'll be fine. I kind of think it's right.
Okay.
I just think, like... I just think that jamming it against the deck that has, like, so many ways to kill it, like, painlessly, is, like, not going to go well. Is the long and short of my opinion. Also,
setting us up to get 3 for 1.
Well, wait, what do you mean?
Can we use 3 cards to put Fury into play?
Yes. Sorry, yes, that is correct. It does involve 3. Oh, it looks like this may be a no binding list. Okay, against no binding, it was more reasonable to Fury in 1, but I still think probably wrong. Okay, well, we've drawn the powerful card Undying Malice, so that isn't the greatest. Come on, Shardless Agent. See, what's great about this, by the way, is that if they Shardless Agent, we also clean up the agent itself, which is, like, kind of weird, but true, because we get 8 damage in total.
Wait, aren't the Rhinos 4/4s?
Oh, wait. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just an idiot. Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me while I just blatantly lie to the chat for a moment, you know?
I was like, okay, where's this counter? Like, does the counter that's on the Fury somehow make it do more damage?
Wait, what?
Or...
Wait, what is going on? They can just cascade into Utopian Sprawl. What is happening?
I really appreciate that this is not the first time this has happened on our stream.
Okay, well, so our opponent did not cascade into Crashing Footfalls.
Is this the Bloodbraid Marauder person again?
I mean, I have no idea.
Friend of the stream, Death by Taco.
The game state has left my... Wow. And I just keep drawing terrible cards. But I guess, like, now I'm priced into this. Like, maybe I would have won easily if I turn 1 Fury, it turns out. I don't think I could have easily foreseen what was about to happen, but...
Wait, I kind of want to play the Fury rather than sitting around and doing nothing for 2 turns.
Oh, wait, it's 2 turns. God. Alright. Sorry, I still thought this was 1 counter, but... Yeah.
Man.
This Shardless Agent is gonna really die, though. Also, one nice thing is that if our opponent, like, double blocks Fury at some point, then we can always Undying Malice it.
That's true.
Like, never underestimate the fair Undying Mouse. That's the one they don't see coming. Yeah. What, DC, are you not just familiar with Utopian Sprawl Rhinos? It's a classic archetype.
Andrew has actually told me that he's 100% to play Utopia Sprawl Rhinos at NRG Champs.
It's actually only 99 Utopian Sprawl Rhinos. It's 1% Bolt Benzu.
Yeah. See, this is a classic Greg's tell a joke so many times that it'll eventually come back around to being funny again.
Yeah, so like, it was funny at first, debatably, and then it was not funny for a long time. Okay, I mean, that's a little annoying, but I guess I have a bunch of red spells in my hand, so I guess we're getting Blood Mooned. I mean, in some ways, this fixes my mana. In some ways.
Bolton does protect Rhinos, and it's good against Cascade. Whoa. Or, like, doesn't get cascaded, because it, you know.
Alright, so I'm going to play this. And I think we should discard the 2 black cards.
I agree.
Alright. I mean, we're kind of doing it. I mean, it'd be great
to... We are about to make some Rhinos.
Yeah, but, like, we can, like, Fury 1, and, like, we have, like, another Young PZ or Season PZ coming, and, like, we're kind of doing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we just, like, drew Basic Swamp here, which we have 2 of, so it's not that likely, but if we randomly drew Basic Swamp, then it would be insane. But...
Also, I'm just gonna assume they had the Brazen Borrower the whole time.
Yeah. That sounds like a reasonable assumption.
Who is the Ben that we're bolting? It's obviously Ben White's, frenemy of the stream.
He is probably one of the better-known frenemies of the stream. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just literally trade just hordes of random tokens. Wait, are they...
Utopia Sprawl Shardless Agent! Let's go!
This is too funny. I can't take it.
Oh, man.
Our opponent just keeps... They just keep doing it. They just won't stop. Alright, I think I want to just play another Pyro.
That makes sense.
And discard 2 more uncastable cards.
That makes sense.
I mean, like, honestly, Pyro's really good under Blood Moon. Like, alright, I'll play another Mountain, sure. I mean, we're almost a hard casting Fury.
Yeah, so, that's true.
So, you know, there's that. One bad thing for us, though, is our opponent has, like, almost all the Utopian spells in play, so their future Cascade spells will probably hit Rhinos.
Oh, man. This is a lot.
I am really enjoying the game at the moment, to be honest with you.
Do you think that this was, like, by design? They were just like, you know, sometimes you get got? Or do you think they were being intentional?
I'm going to assume it was by design, but I have no way of knowing. I'm going to block like this and leave this Pyro play, I think is my plan.
Okay. For Feign Death reasons?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, although it also may be just that, like, a 2/2 is better than 2 1/1s because of Fire Ice. Oh, I guess that doesn't really make sense, they're the same. Maybe that was wrong, but it seems reasonable. I guess the odds that we ever Feign Death again are low.
Non-basic lands are really mountains.
I mean, if we draw any land, we can hard cast Fury, which is pretty insane.
And not just a little bit mountains.
Bolt. Alright. So, I think... Okay, so...
Is there any consideration to Furying their 2/2/2s and attacking with Rog?
I mean, I think there definitely is consideration of that. I mean, I think it's what we should do. It's a little sad, but I think it will be fine. Because we can probably... like, first of all, it gives us black mana, which is, like, a pretty big game. right?
Oh, that's true.
And then second of all, like, even next turn, it's not clear what they're gonna do about Rog. Because, okay, so what are they gonna do? Not attack with their Rhino? Like, that's kind of mission
Brazen
accomplished.
Borrower notably cannot block Ragavan.
Yes, Brazen Borrower, you see, can only block creatures with flying. And Ragavan, you see, is confined to the ground, despite the fact that he may have, skyward ambitions, and maybe quite a good climber.
He definitely is often on a sky boat.
Yeah, that seems clear. Okay, well, we cannot cast that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I just discussed this play with a frog. So the gist of it is, we considered that line, but I think this basically prevents their Rhino from attacking. I think, and it also wait, you can't hear me. If you're not on audio, I don't know how to help you.
Maybe he's now back on audio.
Yeah. Give Rocky flying, Watsy. Yeah, I'm sure that would go for great. I don't like this attack because if they have nothing, it's pretty insane to attack with the 4/4.
Yeah.
So it might have been they drew a good spell, which would be pretty unlucky. No?
Probably just another Utopia Sprawl. If I'm...
Okay, well, let's dash Rog. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I'm going to attack with just Rog because post combat if we get a black source, we can grief them and then double block the Rhino.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good to know we can cast this. Oh, that's not what I want. And I mean, I guess the Brazen Borrower does kill us in 3 hits, whatever that's worth. But, so be it. We've also removed a Crashing Footfalls from their library, which does increase the odds they'll cascade into the 4th Utopian Sprawl.
That's true.
Are you learning how to play this deck? I haven't played... So I played a lot with traditional Scam. I haven't played at all with Blue Scam prior to this stream. The first match you saw is the first match of me playing Blue Scam. But I wouldn't say that I don't know how to play normal Scam. I played it a significant amount. I mean, look, I guess we're going long-ish. I mean, we need to answer the Brazen Borrower or kill them quickly, but I think doing one of those shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's dash Rock.
Agreed.
I mean, we could just, hit Fire Ice, Wouldn't be too much to ask.
Or Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. I like those
never
things
know.
also don't use up our treasure, so that we just get to, have our cake and eat it too, as it were. Or Basic Mountain. Also a good hit. So I guess
Wait, is that a non-basic land, or...?
Wait, DC...
Look, DC, I think even odds that they have Bolt in their deck.
I think it's less than 50%, but far above 0%. That's what I would say about the odds that they're playing Bolt. If I had to estimate how many times I've scammed before in my life, I would say that I've run quite a number of scams. Most of them were scams of the form, the end result is savagely trolling your friends. But, Okay, so we Fury the Brazen Borrower, and they're dead next turn. I mean,
I was gonna say, I think we're winning suddenly.
I mean, we're at 2, so we could die very easily. But if we don't die...
suggest casting the Thoughtseize, but...
Well, don't worry. I don't have the option to do that, so that's not a problem. Mm. I've also definitely scammed my friends into playing bad Magic decks before. For example, there was the NRG where I scammed Mac Endress, not Mac Smith, into playing 4-color because I kept doing medium with it online and then it was bad and I regretted it. Although you should know that Mac actually came in 9th in the Sunday Modern tournament with the deck. So
Yeah. Famously, you scammed yourself into playing mono white when you should have played Phoenix at the Pro Tour. All right, Utopia Sprawl, everyone, let's hear it.
wait, I think they hit nothing.
Wow, here's the rest of their deck, though.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, they're just dead. Okay.
They're dead.
So yeah, we just Fury the Starless Agent and we attack for 8. That's game.
Well, if any of these Utopia Sprawls had been pairs of 4/4s, it would be rough.
I scammed you. Yeah, I did do that, Dom. Although, yeah, I mean, I would like to state that I'm still not sure Ghoul's bad. But anyway, I did do it.
Well, guys!
Alright, so we've defeated...
Is the Gruul command still in? No, it's not. Dang.
Okay, so we want these EEs because they kill 2 rhinos for very little mana.
Makes sense.
And we probably want Spell Pierce to counter...
Utopia Sprawl?
Well, I was going to say the Rhino Maker, but it could also be Utopian Sprawl. And then Lightning Bolt doesn't really do a lot. The Scam element's pretty strong, and also the Voidwalker element's pretty strong because you just cast their rhinos. Terminate is probably bad. Like, you can terminate...
Work?
What? Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It also works against Living End, hysterically.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I think we just probably board like this. Just like EEs and Spell Pierces in, don't change the formula too much, cut the kill spells. And I mean, some decks definitely can try to kill spell rhinos, and I mean, it's not a terrible plan, but I still think it's the weakest element of what we have going on here. I guess the alternative would be to have less iterations and more kill spells, but that seems crazy, right?
I think so.
Iteration just too good, I think. Yeah, so fun fact, chat, about playing Scam against Living End. What you want to do is you want to just play the Dothy Voidwalker, and then when your opponent goes to Living End, you can Dothy Voidwalker in response, and then you can cast, like, sack it, right? Just, like, leave it untapped. And then, like, you can recast their Living End. That's the joke. But, yeah. Anyway, this hand seems very reasonable. It's double grief on 1, so...
Yeah, and it has our basic swamp.
It does have our basic swamp. I don't know what to say about that, but it is true. I mean, it's pretty awkward, obviously, but... Like... Okay, wait. So now I think I should fetch for a black source, because that way I can iterate on 3 without playing a land first.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense.
So I'm gonna fetch Blood Crypt. And then we're gonna do the Grief thing. Something I like about this deck, by the way, is that Grief is a very aptly named card, as friend of the stream Kai Ron would say, because
I see.
when you do the Grief turn 1 into Recur Grief, your opponent gets griefed. That's what happens.
How do you feel about the aptly namedness of Fury? They also feel Fury?
I would say less aptly named. So see how the Grief triggers stack this way? So now... Oh wait, it's actually not going to work because they have 2 Dead Gons? Wow. See, basically the idea of stacking this way is that you can, in response, like, Undying Mouse to a kill spell. But if they have 2 kill spells, I can't take one and then, like, then go for Undying Mouse because they'll play the other one. So I think we just have to play Charles Agent or let our guy die.
That seems fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly pretty okay for us.
It did just leave them with 2 Dead Gons in their hand.
Yes.
I guess we could have, like, waited to fetch.
Yo, I should have waited to fetch. You're right. Yep, that's a small mistake for sure.
Alright. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my stream water. Hold on.
Okay, no problem. Mm. Wow, Nee's just really underselling the amount of scamming I have done. Mm-mm. Oh my god. I would say that Nee is definitely the person I've scammed the most, but certainly not the only person I've scammed. But yeah, Chad, if you're wondering about how much I like Magic, it's like a really large amount. Like, when everybody was grinding GPs, and like, there were a lot of various, like, I don't know, a lot of people like complained about how much Magic was being played, or like, you know, didn't want to fly to Grand Prix every weekend, and I was definitely just in the boat of flying to Grand Prix is great, I'll do it a lot, it's very fun. I think that other people in the high Magic enjoyment who are also pros camp include friend of the stream, Sam Black. Anyway.
Alright, I have a very important question.
Okay.
How did that Utopia Sprawl get into play?
They cast it. Oh, it looks like I'm getting time walked though. So that isn't great. I mean, I guess I could Fury Undying Malice, but they're just gonna Brazen Borrow it. Is it insane for me to just want to play a late and pass?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, it's possible
They still have 2 Dead Gons in hand, right?
Oh, wait. You are right. But that means they can just bounce it.
They would just gone it, yeah.
Yeah. Or just double... Yeah, okay. This is terrible. We should just pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time we will either Season Pyromancer or just iterate. Either way. I guess I could have played around Fire Ice by not fetching end step, but that seems insane. The life total could matter.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So my friend is moving, and they had a bunch of random like beers and ciders in their fridge, and you know they're leaving, and so they had to do something with them. So they brought them all to my house, and so now I just have a lot of random beers and ciders in my fridge, and I just grabbed one.
Wow, that's great. I love that for you, Greg.
And to be clear, this is not a friend of the stream. This is just a friend.
I want to iterate. What do you think? Should I iterate or Season Pyromancer?
I like iterate, I think.
Well, like, so what's nice about Season Pyromancer is we get 4 power into play.
What would we discard?
Probably Undying Malice and Spell Pierce, because if they make Rhinos, we'll just Fury Undying Malice them. Wait, this is starting to sound better to me. Although, wait. Don't we want to keep Undying Malice? Yeah.
I mean, we could just do Spell Pierce, other Seasoned Pyromancer. That seems fine.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Azax, we are 1-1 in this at the moment.
I think Kazu will throw a New Year's party alone. If he does, he's welcome to any of the beer or cider that's now in the fridge.
Oh, okay, great. Now we're also entering the Hardcast Fury zone, which is one of my favorite zones.
That's a good zone. What are some of your other favorite zones?
I like the Exile zone.
Okay, that's a good one.
Why aren't we playing Vintage Cube? Yeah, I was concerned the market was saturated with Vintage Cube streamers. Like, if you're a Vintage Cube enjoyer, you can go anywhere tonight and watch it. If you want specifically constructed, you can only come here. So, that's the idea.
How do you feel about the main monsters zone in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh my god, insane question. I can't say that I have strong feelings regarding it. Okay, should I hardcast a feat? No, I probably should just iterate?
I want to iterate, I think.
Yeah, I could also... Wait. I could also do this.
Ooh, wait. I kind of love that.
Wait, I kind of do 2. Let's just attack and do that. Okay. Established. Motion carries. This also
you know what? Wait, okay, sorry, you go first.
This also gives us a good opportunity to fetch our second basic swamp, is what I was going to say, which plays around Blood Moon.
Ooh, that is true.
But
so, okay, do you know what a no zone is?
No.
It has to do with driving.
Okay.
It's basically like the area that a big truck has, where, like, you know how, like, really long trucks have kind of more blind spots?
Yeah.
Like, or bigger blind spots, and people say, like, stay out of the no zones is, like, a way of saying, like, you know, the no zone for when you're driving next to a big truck is, like, you know, where it can't see you. So anyway, the reason I brought this up is you know, talking about famous zones, because I grew up in the DC area, and I took great question. Hold on, let me finish my nonsense story first. So I grew up in the DC area, and I took driver's ed in Potomac, which is a suburb of DC. And in driver's ed, there was this like video that they watched, which was these kids rapping about driver's ed. And so everyone's like, there's this insane video, and like, yeah, there's this insane video about kids rapping about things, driving things. And one of the songs, very famously, was called Stay Out of the No Zones. And it's these like kids in this like very after-school special out of VHS kind of thing. And they come out and they're like, stay out of the no zones. And it's really, really insane. And as DC is pointing out in the chat, you can talk to anyone who grew up in a Maryland suburb of DC. And if you're just like, stay out of the no zones, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. That's my zones story. And yeah, DC, I really appreciate that you have seen this video. I know you're a bit younger than I am, so I'm really happy to hear they still use it. But yeah, our opponent was playing a very weird deck with Rhinos and Utopia Sprawls. A little unclear why that was happening, but I used it in 2015. Okay, that's good to know. I took driver's ed in, I would guess, 2009. So yeah, the no zone video is a real banger.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, DC Sports. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a pretty big fan of DC Sports. I think I've mentioned this to you on stream before, but like, I'm a big DC sports fan. I grew up in DC. I was a big fan of the Washington football team until I somewhat recently abandoned them, and I'm a huge Nats fan. Oh, so we were the same age. That's nice.
Wait.
I am 1 year older than Andrew.
Yeah, Greg is old and decrepit, whereas, you know, I'm young and handsome. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, in fact, DC Sports, the first time you ever showed up in a chat that I was in, I thought that you might be my brother, because my brother watches Magic chats and is also a big fan of DC Sports.
Mm.
And so I was like, DC Sports 8 would be a reasonable username for my brother to use. And then you just weren't my brother.
Greg, this story is insane.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh, it's a great age, though. It's a great age.
Yeah, I took driver's ed a little late because in DC you didn't have to take it, but in Maryland you did. But my parents made me take it, but there was no urgency. I didn't have to take it before getting my license, so I got my license and then took driver's ed, which was a weird ordering, but it did happen. Oh, the 8 is the 8 Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins. Although calling him Kurt Cousins is actually very funny, because it's a really long story, but it's a very funny thing to do, to call him Kurt Cousins.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's Ovechkin. Oh, that's fair. Sorry, I'm actually not that big of a Capitals fan. I just don't really watch that much hockey. I'm a proud Fairweather fan of the Capitals. When they're doing really well, I'll start watching them, and otherwise, I don't really watch them at all.
Okay, this is the hand.
This is the hand.
It's time. It's time to just jam and hope it works. Yeah, so with this hand,
Scam. Oh, hot damn.
So when you have this hand, I think that Pyro's a lot better than Iteration because you're going to have no resources. So, just like this card's gonna approach draw 2 essentially. So I think the play is just Fury, pitch, iteration, and then do it.
Magic players have had their fair share of sports ball for the day. Okay, that's fair. I'll say nothing more about TC Sports.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see what could go wrong with this particular line of play either. Just so Chad is aware. You know, do you see anything go wrong?
Nope.
You think iteration is better? Why?
Wow, Ryan MTG is a Fairweather fan of SystemMagic. Well, the good news is we're always winning, and so that means you're just always a fan of us.
I don't think iteration is better, but I could be wrong. I don't think the statement you made is true. I do not believe it to be important to the game state, is what I would say. I don't need a specific card. I need generic resources, and Seas Pyromancer is more generic resources, is my commentary on that.
So this is interesting. Before the stream, Andrew was actually telling me that he's 100% to play Elvish Reclamation. Reclamator?
Reclaimer.
Reclaimer. What does this card mean?
But, like, I don't know what this means, to be honest. There used to be some Jund Saga lists that played Elvish Reclaimer, but they didn't play Basic Forest. It could be Modern Devotion, which is a spike deck that he's been popularizing lately.
Okay.
But I honestly don't know. I'm gonna
Modern Mono Green Devotion.
I'm gonna play the land here, the Malkir Mire, rather than trying to set up a nonsense and just go for Season Pyro. But yeah.
Okay. What do you mean, Jesse? I'm right here. I'm right off screen. I'm actually I did a body painting thing, and so I'm actually blending in with the background. So if you see that frame right behind Andrew, that's actually my shoulder. So.
Oh god.
Yeah. I understand. It's late at night. Sometimes you know, like your eyes need a little adjusting. It's really, compared to the excellent graphics of Magic Online, like it's just so hard to see me. You know?
The smooth Cadillac of graphics, if you will. Yes, Witherbloom Command. Okay, I have no idea what our opponent's playing. Chad, if anyone knows what our opponent's playing, would you mind letting me know?
I would put on my glasses, but I can't because then you would see me moving.
Okay, well, this draw has developed a bit awkwardly, but you know.
Yeah, so chat is asking about maybe not playing the Mire in case we draw Feign Death to set up a double grief, which is what happened.
Well, that is what happened, and I mean, I was aware that was a downside of what I was doing, but I just my plan was to play Season Pyromancer on 3, and I thought it was a good plan. I don't know. Maybe it was wrong. I'm not sure.
Wow, they have Golgari Rot Farm in their deck.
But see, okay, wait. But look at how this worked out, chat. Because now we're just going to grief our opponent, then play Season Pyromancer discarding nothing.
Wait, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, like, we don't get any tokens, but I think it's, like, easily worth it. Like, because mostly I just want to take any card that could kill Fury. And I don't really know what our opponent's deck is exactly, but I'm concerned they might have, like, Maelstrom Pulse.
Green Black Wolves! Titania!
Alright. These sure are a set of cards in our opponent's hand. I mean, I guess I will take Titania? I don't even know.
Take Titania.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what flipped Titania does, but I think it's their plan.
Yes, I think it's how we lose, is my analysis.
Their name is even Wolverine MTG. That is nice.
I mean, do you think that means they're a big fan of the, Michigan Wolverines? Because, as chat may or may not know, the Wolverines are a religion here, where I am. Let's just say in Ann Arbor we don't watch a lot of pro sports, It's all college sports.
Yeah.
Alright. Turn 1 Fury. No mercy.
Yeah?
Okay, so I still don't really know what cards are in this deck that we're currently playing against.
Okay, it seems great. I want to bring in Hearse, I think.
That seems reasonable.
It seems like they're doing graveyardy things.
We are 2-1 in this league, Jesse. Like, do they have Urza Saga?
Wait, Jesse, you missed it because okay, you may remember Jesse when you were first here, we played against a Cascade deck that a Wolves deck that had or sorry, not a Wolves deck, a Rhinos deck that had 1-drops, and we played against a Rhinos deck that had 1-drops again.
Okay, chat is saying they have Saga.
They def have Saga. Okay.
If they have Saga, then I want to bring in the anti-Saga cards, which are these four. Let's see, what's bad in this matchup? Most of the grindy stuff is good. I'm not sure what's bad.
Oh god, I want to see what the Titania does, because clearly that's their plan.
Well, Push is definitely better than Bolt. That definitely is a true statement, but like... I like...
Just show me the Titania.
I guess I'm fine cutting Bolts. I still cut like many cards. I like could cut some of the scam element in this matchup. I predict they have some ways to kill a big scammed guy. Like it might be like...
I certainly didn't see it in game 1, so I don't think we should assume they have it.
Okay, but what do you want to cut? Like I have no idea.
What does Alpine
You probably don't need Thought Seizes. Oh! That's an interesting thought. Traditionally, warding out Thoughtseize in mid-range mirrors is pretty good. I mean, Okay, I don't know if this is right, but we can try that. I'll try chat's plan. Yeah. So the point of Alpine Moon, to be clear, is it just kills Urza Saga, all of them forever.
Does it stop Titania from flipping?
It doesn't change the name of the land. Is the meld ability on the land or on Titania?
I don't know.
Okay, then I don't know the answer to your question.
I think it's on Titania, actually.
So, should I keep this hand, is the next question. Probably I should, is my suspicion. It's a bit awkward, for sure. But...
yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't pass the litmus test that you explained at the start of the stream.
Well, I think that applies much less in like a grindy matchup like this, right? Like,
sure.
Because we're just not trying to do the thing as much. Also, we could just draw, any Undying Mouse effect, right? And that our hand is excellent.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think we just keep this, is what I think.
Okay.
Like, I didn't put these Undying Mouses in my deck so I could not draw them,
True.
Mm-mm.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but I tried to ask MTGBot about the card Titania, and it told me about the Vanguard Avatar Titania.
Oh, no. It sounds like you learned a lot of valuable information.
Yeah, it lets you play an additional land on each of your turns. I predict that's a pretty good Vanguard effect.
Well, you learn something new every day,
Huh? I guess Vanguards can lower your starting hand size, and I do feel like being able to draw an extra land, like play an extra land each turn. If your starting hand size is lower, that's not a very good effect.
Yes, but I bet that's what it is. I mean, I bet that's the challenge, the joke.
It didn't tell me that, unfortunately.
What? That's one of the most important aspects of a Vanguard card. What are you doing, MTG bot?
Let's look it up, shall we?
Mm.
No, +2 cards in your starting hand.
Oh wait, look, Rog. Okay, now I just wanna, I think, grief them to try to take a Rog answer and then Rog them.
Love it.
Should I pitch Voidwalker or Push? I think Voidwalker, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Just like keeping Push to clear the way, like pretty much.
Are Vanguards like companions? Yes, is the answer.
They definitely are like companions. I wouldn't say they are companions, but I would say they're like companions.
I guess they're more like commanders, I think.
Wait, Greg, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being they are companions, what would you say they rate?
They're like a 7.
Okay, see, there you go. That gives you a sense of it. All right, so I'm just gonna take their Fatal Push and like, this is Bloodjuice Thirst is just a sorcery. Like,
yeah,
it seems like our opponent's hand just will lose to Ragavan. I mean, I don't know what to say. Greg, maybe we should ask the stream what it thinks about Ragavan using the Ragavan command. What do you think?
Ooh, wait, yeah. I wonder if we should put it. Do you think we should cut it from our modern decks? Oh no, we should put it in our modern decks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Honestly,
See,
chat.
for those who don't know, this is a reference to like old drama from like 2 weeks ago when everyone was discussing the card Ragavan. But the command is still there.
So, for the record, I would say that...
Yeah. See, Otterhouse, stock green had to go the way of sometimes commands. We only get 25 total, and sometimes we need informational ones like YouTube, to tell people to go to our YouTube channel.
I'm gonna cast this.
Sure. Go get a basic land?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
I mean, I assume I'm just gonna get basic swamp or basic mountain, but yeah.
Look, if you cascaded into Ragavan, it would not be the worst card someone has cascaded into today.
I guess mountain is probably better here, would be my guess. Is mistaken a person I'm supposed to know? But yeah.
Was that our opponent who cascaded into all these Utopia sprawls?
Oh wait, shit. Wait. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done this.
Why?
I was thinking I would just Fatal Push their Endurance, but I just don't have Revolt.
Oh, right.
Okay, that was really not a good play. Yeah, I actually got punished for using my treasure to find a land, funnily enough.
Well, although we did play the land.
Well, yeah, but it would still be better not to do it. I mean, I certainly... Yes. Oh, that's true. Okay, so here's the new plan. We're just going to not attack.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not my most elegant plan, I would say. But, it'll get the job done.
Oh my god, this is nuts.
Sorry, Chad. Yeah, I definitely should have just done something else with my turn, but we ended up here, so just a nice little let Ragavan bounce for me to push it. So now let's see. So now they don't have this card. They don't have that Overgrown Tomb. So they have Shadow Spear, Wither Moon Command, Bloodchief's Thirst, and Unknowns. Okay. Goyf and Shadow Spear. Well, that is all fine. Well, the problem is, if I terminate it and play Rog, they'll be able to Bloodthirst. They'll be able to kill Rog with their stuff. So I think we just pass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, agreed. I momentarily forgot Terminate was an instant.
I guess we could have Furied it, but that seems a lot worse. I don't know. I'd rather just Terminate, I think.
How big is it? I can't see well.
This is a 3/4 right now.
Okay, cool.
Thought sees us. Oh, that's unfortunate. They may take Ragavan. Alright, Thought sees resolves. I mean, I could have Pyro here. I don't really think Pyro here is that appealing. I don't know. Wait, they didn't take Rog? That's an insane choice. Why did they do that? What is happening in this game? Do you think I just
Attila doesn't like it.
Wait, if only there's a way we could have prevented our opponent from punting and putting a scenario we can't possibly lose, I would like to not prevent that. I don't know, we just terminate the Goyf, we dash Rog, they can't kill it, and we're making treasures, we'll be able to hardcast Fury soon, Terminate will be up. I mean, the game is just kind of over now. I don't know why our opponent thought seized the Season Pyromancer instead of the Rog, but they sure did. Yeah, and then sorry if people can hear my dogs. Normally they're confined to a different floor, but in this case they're only confined to a different room, so there's much higher chance that you will hear them at some point.
Yeah, hilariously, during the stream, the dogs get really sad because we're hanging out without them. So they kind of whimper a lot, and like we can often hear them whimper, but you in chat often can't hear them whimper.
Yeah, basically,
they're too far away.
Scipio doesn't like the idea that we might be having fun without him. That's what he really objects to. Oh. Alright. I guess I'll take their Blood Cheese Thirst. I mean, it wasn't doing a lot, but it's probably doing more than 2 life.
And we, as ruthless people, Scipio can deal.
Yeah, that is pretty much our philosophy on Scipio complaining about it. I mean, it's a bit unreasonable on his part, I would say. He just kind of needs to mature a bit.
Yeah, well, the good news is after the stream is his favorite part of the day, because that's the late night walk.
Yes. Although today I actually walked him pre-stream, believe it or not.
You don't Thoughtseize in your deck when you cast your opponents, yeah.
So, do you think I should slam Fury or just dash Rog? It's probably insane to hardcast Fury, right?
I think I want to dash Rog.
Yeah. I mean, I like really, speeding up the clock or what have you, but it just seems like... The thing is, what if we just cast any proactive card off their deck? Then we're, really doing it, right?
Yeah, what if there's a Goyf on the top of their deck? Or what if there's a Titania and then the land?
Well, I have bad news about the land. Wait, are we delirious? Instant land creature? No. Okay, whatever. Still cast it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Dang, this Ragavan is a powerful magic card.
I mean, I like the Blood Cheese Thirst thing that happened a lot. It's very funny to me. Yep, okay. And that's a nice 3-1 with a moist scam, as it were.
Yeah.
So, what I will say about this deck is I do think it was meaningfully improved by Iteration. I've kind of loved Iteration every single time we've drawn it so far.
Yeah, chat asks how the blue sideboard cards have been.
Well, okay, here's the answer, chat. I basically made up this deck list from my brain, which is to say, I saw someone playing Iteration in Scam on Twitter. I played that main deck, and then I made up the sideboard. And so I have not played any games with it prior to this event, so I don't know for sure. All I will say is that the combination of answering the pro-red, pro-black guy out of Hammer and killing all the construct tokens from Dress Down seems like exactly what I want. That's what I will say. Okay, this hand is heinous. This hand is good. Actually, it's very good.
Yeah?
Probably took... I guess it's actually kind of close, right?
Yeah, between second Rog and EI?
Yes. Because, if the second Rog is bad... I guess the thing is if our Rog gets any hits, we can cast the EI. It's probably just second Rog. I'm probably getting too cute.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to cut Malakir Rebirth in this deck. I mean, this is something that's been proposed by many people. I really like cards that are both lands and spells, is my main commentary on that. I also like that it's a black card you can pitch to Grief. So, I'm not very inclined to do that. I get that, yes, it is bad at doing both its jobs, but I still think it does them well enough for our purposes. Anyway, let's do the Grief thing.
Nice. Magic as Garfield intended.
What the hell is this? Alright, some sort of green-white nonsense. Okay.
What are these cards?
There's 2 basic approaches we can take here. So I think probably what we should do is leave them with Aether Vial and take all their gas. But it could be right to take... It's just that, this vial looks terrible to me, right?
Yeah, I don't want to take Vial.
Okay.
I think I want to take Ella Domri's Call for sure.
I think I want to take Giver Call.
I'm pretty into taking Giver Call. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, the one downside of that is that, the Ballista will kill our Rog. Right?
That's true.
I think the alternative is to take Giver Ballista.
scared of Eladamri's call. Like, I don't know what they're finding, but...
Well, I think Chad is correct. I think it is Devoted Druid.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So the combo is Vizier of Remedies, Devoted Druid is infinite mana, but like you still need something to do with the infinite mana. So like the Ballista is like a relevant combo piece, and it's also a better fair card.
And I want to take Ballista. I like taking both creatures, though.
I think both creatures is right. I'm not 100% sure, but but I really like Rog to do the Rog thing.
I do like the comment that it looks like a cube hand, because it really does.
Oh, that is extremely accurate, yes. Who says we're not playing Vintage Cube here on this stream today? Who says? Yeah, Dom, you are definitely right that, like... sorry, let me just update what we know about their hand. It's this. You're definitely right that it makes much less sense to play Malkir Birth in Moist Scam. And maybe it's just, like, too bad. I'm definitely, like, open to that. But, see, the thing is, I'm worried that if you cut it, you need to add, like, multiple lands. Because in some ways, Iteration makes having more lands better. Like, Iteration is... I get that you can find lands with Iteration, but, like, often you really don't want to not find a land off your Iteration. So, I'm not too sure on the implications. I mean, you could easily just play +2 lands, though, if that's the thing. +2 lands and, like, find room for another Undying spell elsewhere. Okay, so what I'm hoping happens here is our opponent casts this call, finds Giver of Runes or another 1-drop, goes to block the Rog, and we fair Undying Malice it.
Yeah. So are these two cards literally the same card?
Yes, but you want to play a mix of card names in case of Meddling Mage effects.
Okay.
Wait, we could cast Stoneforge. I guess that's probably worse than EI.
Yeah, I assume we don't have any equipment in our deck.
Yeah, sadly we do not. Ooh, Thoughtseize, you say? I'm into Thoughtseize them, I think.
Love it.
I assume they'll call in response, but that's fine.
Well, then we'll just take whatever they call.
Or the...
Also, I love the saying "call in response."
Yeah,
it's very funny.
Yeah, call in response is a nice one. Yeah. I mean, maybe like they can't even like get us with like Obstinate Baloth tricks, because if they do that, okay, they found Devoted Druid, sure. Ah, Extraction Specialist. All right, I'm picking up what they're putting down. So yeah, if we take the Finale, then if we take the Devoted Druid, then they will Extract Specialist back to Devoted Druid.
That seems bad.
If we take the Finale, then they don't have the combo, but
I think we should take Finale and stop that. It doesn't seem that close to me.
Wait, I think it's possible we should take Extraction Specialist.
Oh, okay. That seems reasonable too.
So, like, I'm trying to figure out what happens if we take Extraction Specialist. So, like, let's say we take Extraction Specialist, right?
They have a combo in play.
Well, the combo only makes infinite mana.
Oh, I see.
But I guess Lair of the Hydra just, like, kills us then is the issue.
Wait, and infinite mana with Finale?
Well, the Finale would be... Oh, wait. No, because they're using Finale to get the Vizier.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Okay.
So, like, wait. So, like, wait. If we take Extraction Specialist, what actually happens? They untap. They can't Finale for Giver, because it costs 2. So they just play Devoted Druid and they say go. Then we hit them. Then they Finale for Giver, and then we lose the game unless we have any blocker? It doesn't sound bad to me, right? So now let's analyze the other line. So let's say we take Finale, right? They untap and just, like, slam Extraction Specialist, right? They recur Giver of Runes, and then, like, I think our attacks aren't that good.
Okay, yeah.
So I think we should just take Extraction Specialist, is what I think. Yeah, I know they Violin the Druid, but, like, they can't Finale this turn, they can't cast Rex equals 2. So, like, I get that they can Violin the Druid, it just doesn't change the turn they can combo. So, yeah, I think we just take Extraction Specialist, I think, is how this all ends up working out.
That makes a lot of sense. You tell him, Attila.
Oh, did they draw something good? That's unfortunate for us, if true. Well, they drew another specialist. Well, okay, that's about the most punishing possible for our particular play.
Yeah.
Because now we're dead next turn, is the thing about this. Okay, so we have to leave back at least one creature. Because if we don't, we die to the lair. But their infinite doesn't kill us if we have at least one creature back, because we can chump block, right?
Yeah.
And in fact... So, okay, so then what's the right attack? See, it's weird because, like, chumping with Grief thought seizes them, but I guess that just doesn't matter because their hand will probably be empty-ish. Okay, so I guess we should attack with Grief and put them to 3.
I like it. I like attacking with Grief a lot.
Okay. Sorry if people are hearing my dogs go nuts. We need 2 black because of Giver. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Wait, that's true. No, sadly, Zoe, they can use the Devoted Druid itself to make mana. Hold on. Wait, so are we just in huge trouble? How do we win? I guess we have to not attack. Is that true?
It seems like we die if we attack. Giver just gives protection, right?
Okay, yeah. Them redrawing Check was very, very bad for us.
What is the difference between Giver of Runes and Mother of Runes?
It can't target itself, and it can name colorless.
Okay.
See, that's funny, Azax, because what I would say is that Attila is certainly the Azax of my house. So, you can interpret that how you will.
Does that mean Azax is the Murktide of the world?
He sort of is, yeah. I would agree with that.
Quote 7, best quote.
Quote 7 is just... I have no idea in what context we said that, but it's just an insane thing to say.
No, I spelled quote wrong. Let's quote 9.
Wait, you want to put 3 more quotes in there just to see what we get, you know?
I don't know, but I don't know who hasn't done their research on Grinning Ingus, so it's very unclear.
No, it's definitely you who said that.
Yeah.
To me. Because I accused you of not having done your research, I assume.
That is pretty clearly something I would have said.
What's quote 8, per se?
This is another thing that I said, and it's also accurate. And DC Sports, the reason it's accurate is that I lived in DC for so long. Quote 9 contains a spelling error.
That's unlucky.
Grinning does not have that many N's.
We can spell grinning however we want. I don't think grinning in this will care. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, chat. So now, let's see.
I did lose to Grinning Angus combo at regionals.
Did you really? That's insane.
Yeah, is round 2.
I would say I am not sure I've ever lost Grinning Angus combo playing green or anything else, but also I do think the reason
Actually, it's Igus. I'm pretty sure it's Ingus. Ignis? Was it Ignis?
It's Ignis.
He is just Gus.
His name is Gus,
Maybe...
okay?
Well, see, the issue is I might have said it wrong, so it actually might be that the quote isn't wrong. The quote doesn't have a spelling error, but the way I said it was incorrect.
Alright, so...
It is Ignis, huh?
Yeah, I definitely have been saying it Ignis. I want chat to know that. I want the record to reflect that.
Are there any other Igni in Magic?
Insane question. Wait, on Moda you can needle the Ignis? Is that true? Um.
I think there's like a smelting Ignis, smelt ward Ignis. Well, also tunnel Ignis.
Ooh, Tunnel Ignis is a nice one. Growing up, I actually had a friend who collected Tunnel Ignises.
There's also Malignus, which famously is kind of an Ignis.
Alright, well, I did the thing. Okay. I took the Eldamari's Claw from their hand, which would have killed us immediately.
That's nice.
Okay, we still can't do anything or attack at all. So, aside from the fact that we're hideously losing, the game is kind of going okay.
Yeah.
I mean, really, all we need to do is draw, like, Seasoned Pyro, discard our hand, draw Fury red card, and we're, like, kind of all set.
This takes so long.
Yeah, my biggest complaint about this game is that I can't concede to our opponent's combo because we might win. Which is like, pretty unlucky for us, honestly.
Do you know what Malignus does?
Malignus? I can't say that I do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an Ignis or not. I guess it probably is. It's an elemental, and it's just a giant Ignis. You see, its power and toughness are each equal to half of the highest life total among your opponents, rounded up.
Oh my god, that's insane.
You cast Malignus today? That is an insane fact.
Yeah, that is...
In what formats?
Why are we pricing Undying Malice in the chat right now? What is going on exactly?
Also, hey Zach, Merry Christmas to you too. EDH. Okay, that's what I would have guessed. It just doesn't seem like that good of an EDH card.
I don't know, man. Sometimes you just get a little Malignus in there.
I suppose it does prevent all... Oh, damage dealt by Malignus can't be prevented.
Yeah, other damage can be prevented.
It's really in the Ligma Uncanny Valley. That is definitely true.
Yeah, I love that quote. Alright, well, all I need to do is Pyro into Fury red card and we're just all set. I mean, any kill spell also gets us out of, like, this situation, as it were. Okay, so now I have to for reals chump, but I'm still not dead.
Yup.
I mean, and now it's unfortunate that we've expended all our feign deaths, because if we could double Fury them, it would be completely game ending. But oh no. Wait. So what exactly does this do? I see. Okay, that is something of a problem.
Oh no! It stops Fury.
Yeah.
Ugh.
At this point, we are pretty dead. In fact, I think I'm going to concede.
As friend of the stream, Olivia Rodrigo would say, it's brutal out here.
Yeah, see, the thing is, we weren't technically dead, but we also had no outs. So anyway, Fatal Push is good, because it stops all that nonsense. Oh, thanks, Azax. Appreciate it.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah to you as well.
Depending on who you ask, I may or may not be half Jewish, but it does depend on who you ask.
Same, actually.
Okay, insane question. Do I want Spell Pierce in this matchup?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe.
There's also, like, Dress Down, which, like, weirdly...
I was wondering about Dress Down.
Well, it's not actually good, but it does delay the combo for a turn. Yeah, Azax, I'm Jewish, but on the wrong side, is the situation.
I'm also Jewish, but on the wrong side.
So, yeah. You can do what you want.
Olivia Rodrigo is a Gruul Vehicles player. I assume she plays mono white because of the card Brutal Cathar.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. So, let's see. I think we should cut No.
Pierce does not hit exactly Coco.
Pierce hits.
I mean, it hits Eladombri's Call. It hits Finale. It hits Aether Veil.
Yes. It might be bad, but they are probably playing Cyber Sanctifier. I think Dress Down should come in, is what I've concluded. I think Dothy Voidwalker does nothing. So it can go. And I think we can... Then we need to shave, like... probably a grindy card, would be my guess. Do we think... Probably Pyro is worse than Duration this matchup because you don't want to be Hellbent. You want to have, like, kill spells. Maybe, like, shave one of these. I think E is too slow. It's not terrible, but I think it's too slow. Like, setting it to 2 is obviously the idea, but...
Yeah.
I think it's probably just still worse than just, like, a random kill spell. So I think this is the config I want.
Ooh, heard Minneapolis is supposed to hit -58 this weekend with wind chill, I believe, but yes. Which is actually a lower number than when it converts to Celsius. That is a very fun fact.
That is an insanely fun fact. I'm going to keep this hand. This is a good Rog hand.
Okay.
I mean, it does have a lot of dress downs in it, and I'm still not exactly sure how good this card actually is in this matchup, but the fact that they might have the protection from red and black guy is, I think, enough to make me want it.
Why did you not play Swamp?
I'm playing Rogamon.
Oh, you're playing Rogon 1. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't really play a lot of kill spells for it, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
okay.
it's bad into a kill spell, but it seems good otherwise.
Does Minneapolis have weather that allows human habitation in May, asking for a friend? So, okay. Oh, that's rough.
Well, see, the thing is we do have this dress down card.
That's true.
So, like, I could Thoughtseize, right? But I think what I'm going to actually do is pass, EOT dress down, untap, bolt the Forge Tender.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, that's my plan.
So here's the thing you need to know about May in Minneapolis. So May in Minneapolis is like a liar. So here's what'll happen, like, the first or second weekend of May, it'll be, like, beautiful. It'll be in the 70s or 80s. Everyone will take out their shorts. Everyone will be like, oh my god, this is so great. Winter is finally done. Like, and then the next week, it'll, like, go back to being 30 degrees and snow.
Interesting. So, okay, I think I'm going to... Well, I guess we'll start with this. Alright then.
That's very bad.
Well, it's... Okay, so now my plan is to attack, offer the trade.
Yeah.
And if they accept, which I think it's reasonable for them to do, also reasonable for them to decline, but I was going to rebirth. But yeah, anyway, now I'll just bolt. It's pretty awkward that I've drawn 2 out of my 2 basic swamps, though. That I wouldn't say is a great aspect of the current situation.
Wait, what happened there? They blocked and you bolted the one they blocked with?
No, I just bolted one of them. It didn't have per red anymore. It was dressed down.
Did Ragavan connect?
No.
Why not?
It connected as a vanilla 2-1.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So whether or not connected is sort of in a gray area, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of their very weird kill cons. You can Stone Fortress stick forward is the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebirth in 2 basic swamps is not the greatest aspect of our current situation for sure. Interesting. So, what do we do now? See, I sort of think we should pass and try to dress down them because they can't kill us at instant speed with the Viridian Longbow or the Hydra.
Yeah.
Like, I could just, like, upkeep dress them down is the point. Also, I can also make them play the Vizier and then do it, and then try to, like, break up their combo.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on all that?
I have no idea.
Okay. I think I don't want to attack and dress down because then I will lose to the combo. So yeah, that I definitely don't want to do. Yeah, I think I want to let them play the Vizier, and in response to it, I will dress down. Is what I think I want to do.
That makes a lot of sense.
I suspect, by the way, this is quite a good matchup for us, despite the fact that we are kind of about to lose O2. But, you know. Okay, well, Eldamar's call resolves.
So this time it's not a call and response. It's a call, no response.
So, Matt, in this case, their kill con is this. They can't re-equip it, no matter how much mana they have in their end step. So the combo does not kill me regardless.
Longbow is on the board for our opponent. There it is.
Yeah, so they can't kill me. Basically, their combo kill at the moment does not kill at instant speed, is the long and short of the situation. So, like, none of it does. This doesn't kill in speed, this doesn't kill in speed, nothing. So, like, they straight up can't kill us. And with this newly drawn Fury, I think things are looking up for us.
Wait. Except they're not, right? Oh,
well,
Valkyrie Rebirth.
This is Fury Rebirth.
Yeah.
So it actually does work the way you want it to through the thing. The question is if we want to full greed or not. I suspect. Oh, my Fury has plenty of text. Thank you very much. The question is if we should iterate first. I guess we.
I don't want to iterate first.
Well, why not? I mean, this costs 1. You want to pitch iteration over Fury, is what you're saying?
Yes. Actually, yes, that is why.
Okay, because if we could iterate into, for example, a red card and anything else, is the idea.
Yeah.
Where the fail case is we can still pitch Fury. You see what I'm getting at, right?
No, I do. I just don't get why.
You just don't want to risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, we're going to get to attack with Ragavan, right? So we're definitely going to be able to play for Fury again.
Yeah, I guess we're just crushing them and there's no need to get greedy.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess we won't because they're going to make a really big layer, huh?
Well... Oh.
So Ragavan doesn't get to attack.
That's true, yes.
So, wait, maybe I do just want to play iteration.
I want to iterate, I think.
Okay, do it. I've come around on it.
It's definitely close, but it seems right to me. Okay, great. So we're going to pitch this Ragavan to Fury, right? And then we'll Thoughtseize them after, is the plan?
Yep.
So this goes to my hand, this goes to the bottom, this goes to exile. I guess I'll just Thoughtseize them now, is fine. Well, wait, is that worse for some reason? They could Veil, but then their layer's tapped? Yeah, okay, that's gotta be fine. Okay. Eldamar's call Worship Stoneforge Mystic, huh? Interesting. I mean, Worship is quite annoying, I will say.
I kind of think we should take Worship.
Yeah, I think it might be, like, I think we can beat the rest of their hand is the thing. Like, Stoneforge Mystic for, like, something that, like, is a giant, like, Batterskull or the other one. Like, that's just not gonna beat us, is it? I think Worship is the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely killing all their creatures is realistic for us, but, like, why even fuck around? Alright. So we do this. Evoke goes on the stack on the bottom, then we divide them like this. Sure, I don't know, 2-2, whatever. Presumably our opponent will use Forge Tender on our Fury, because if they don't, I guess that's fine with us. I
kind of feel like maybe they shouldn't.
Well, maybe. But I mean, we could just not have the Rebirth.
True. But yeah, that's a good point. Question for me. If I had to haunt someone, why did I pick Andrew? I'm actually haunting Attila, the dog, which is why you hear him barking in the background.
Yeah, you should know that Greg and Attila famously have a lot of animosity between them, which is why Greg picked Attila.
We have a contentious relationship. You see, it's because he's a rat.
Yeah, it's really his rat-like nature that causes friction. Um, See, admittedly, Attila does weigh about as much as the average rat and is about the same color as the average rat. Although he is a lot cuter than the average rat. Although definitely there are rats as cute as Attila.
Look, I'm gonna say at least 2 of the statements that you've just said are factual.
Okay. As you can see, their relationship's quite contentious. Alright, well they just drew Druid, which is not the greatest for us. Oh, well I guess the thing is they have to chump or we get a treasure, so I guess it's fine.
Can we reveal Attila? I guess if there's ever a time to reveal Attila, it's now.
Oh, I can get Attila. I guess here's the chat. This is the last match of the league, so after this game, when I'm in Sidewing for Game 3, I'll get Attila.
Wow. Okay. We could do an Attila stream because if we bring him down here, he'll just sit in Andrew's lap and be happy. Could not do a Scipio stream because he would want to run around and he's not allowed to do that.
He will get Scipio will get bored in like 5 seconds. Okay, so that's pretty annoying because it does mean they can like fog a Fury and then sack on the other Fury.
Oh, true.
And then they can put in Cauldron Complete, I guess. But I think. Oh, wait. So now, wait. If I just evoke this Fury now, don't we just win?
Just kill Stoneforge Mystic?
Yeah, because then... Oh, no, wait. That doesn't do it. Because then they can still block and fog. Right. Sorry. I was thinking that, like, if we did that, then they couldn't do the fog trick because they have nothing to prevent the damage too, but obviously it just prevents the damage from the Fury, so it still works. Yeah. Okay, then in that case, I think we should just Alpha, right? Okay. Yeah, great comment, Ryan. So the name Attila is actually you're actually spelling it wrong. The name Attila comes from Attila the Hun. See, as you might be familiar, he's a famous historical warlord. And see, the thing about Attila is, while he may be more cuddly than Attila the Hun, he is approximately as ferocious. So that's the name. This isn't lethal. I definitely wouldn't describe it as lethal. But it is good for us. Because our opponent can use Merchant Forge Tender to fog a Fury. So I thought it was lethal when I first drew the Fury because I didn't realize how Forge Tender worked. I don't know. I just think, like, this scenario... I just don't even know what the blocks are supposed to even be. Like... Okay, apparently they're choosing to fog all the damage, but lose with their creatures? Or wait, maybe they're saving the Stoneforge? Okay, they're saving the Stoneforge, I guess, and dealing 1 to our guy for some reason.
Well, now I want to hard cast Fury.
Right, and we just kill the Stoneforge anyway.
Yep.
See, the thing about Fury is that one good Fury deserves another.
And Fury is, for the record, a bit like Charmeleon.
Yes. Is anyone familiar with the classic... Wait, hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. Nintendo character Fawful?
I am familiar with the classic Nintendo character Fawful.
Okay, what people should know then is that I have Fury.
Yes.
Okay, wait, let me grab Attila real fast.
I have a great story as to why I know Fawful. I'll save it for when you get back. Actually, I'll tell chat. Andrew doesn't need to know. So, during the pandemic, me and my friends did trivia. And, like, we used to go out to a bar to do trivia, but then, like, the heat of the pandemic was there, and we were all stuck at home. So we took turns alternating writing trivia for each other, and we would just do it over Zoom for each other. And so, when it was my turn, one of my trivia rounds, the theme of the round was called Portmantendo. And Portmantendo is a portmanteau of Nintendo and portmanteau.
So,
And the theme of the...
wait, I couldn't find Attila, so I'm just bringing the Scipio as tribute.
Okay.
I also think chat might be right that EE is good.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe I just cut all the Empires entirely, just like rely on iterations to grind, and like hard casting stuff.
This could turn into a dog. But yeah, the end of the story is that my trivia rounds were all portmantendos, so I would give them 2 words, like the dictionary definition of 2 different words, and the answer was a portmanteau of those 2 words that is also a Nintendo character. So, like, one example was like a planet from the solar system and an extinct reptile or something, and the answer was Venusaur, because it's a portmanteau of Venus and dinosaur and a Nintendo character. Anyway, one of them was Fawful, was an answer to one of the questions.
Oh god, this 6 is really bad.
Also, yeah, thanks for avoiding me as you walked back.
Oh yeah, no problem, yeah. I saw where Greg was. I want to go to 5.
Yeah, me too.
This isn't exactly 5 I was hoping for, but I will keep it. I mean, his heritage is more like Roman than Italian, I think. Okay, I'm gonna keep this, tuck Rebirth and a fetch. And we'll see if we can get there.
Scipio is being very chill.
He's already complained once. He'll complain more.
Ooh, exclamation point deck is what you want.
Okay, Scipio's like, I would like to leave.
Who loves Scipio in the White Lotus Season 2. I actually just finished the White Lotus Season 1. I'm behind on the times.
Do you think I should Thoughtseize or play E for 1? I think Thoughtseize, right?
I think so. I think there's no rush on the E.
Giver, Devoted Druid. Well, since I'm playing to E for 1, I think I should take Devoted Druid.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
I mean, they won't play the Giver next turn or anything, but, like, I think it just, like, will work out.
Oh, you didn't see Season 1. I enjoyed Season 1. I thought it was pretty good television.
Have I told you what story of my first introduction to the card Thoughtseize? I know, but I'm interested in it. Also, would you say it's a story the Jedi would tell you? Alright, I guess I'm just gonna terminate Devoted Druid. I think I should find, like, red-blue here. Steam Vents.
That makes sense.
Sorry, that's all Scipio. I released him. I released the Hounds of War.
Okay. Bye, Scipio.
It's not a story that I would tell you. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, they really punted by not preventing Terminate's damage.
Yeah. It's a commonly missed play, much like how... Oh. So we just don't know anything with their hand now, yeah. Scipio! Stop it, you. Alright, well I guess we can kill all their permanents, huh?
That seems pretty good.
Just literally all of them? I mean... and I guess I should main phase crack to prevent a free vial usage? Although...
Well, also, can they, save their things by getting protection for colorless? I guess they can't.
No, they cannot. Wait, I'm trying to figure out if I should main phase. I guess, like, if they vial in response, they would vial in a 1-drop, yeah. So I guess they could vial in a 0 in response to the trigger, or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine how any of this matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that the vial... It turns out Aether Vial is not good against EE. sure is a lot of cards that save things from cards that don't function here. Alright. I think I'm just gonna blow it up. I don't care if they
Wait. I want to take 2.
Oh, really? To prevent them from
What if
playing...
they have, like, another giver or something?
I mean, they just won't play it, presumably. But... maybe...
Well, but they will play it if you blow it up now.
Okay, we can take 2 to prevent them playing 1 this turn. I guess they get another card from the canopy? Sure. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like the 2 life won't matter. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
It does seem... no, I think you're correct. Vizier. Okay. I mean, there's also an effect of... it makes Extraction Specialist worse, which we've seen 2 copies of out of them.
Oh, that's true.
Definitely not irrelevant. Greg is a seasoned limited gamer. That is a very apt description of Greg. Ooh, Ragavan. That's a good one.
Ragavan would be nice in limited, I predict.
It's very, very good in Vintage Cube, if that helps.
That's not really limited.
What would you describe it as being, per se?
Well, I don't know, but I think I'm quite good at limited, and I know I'm quite bad at Vintage Cube.
Yeah, but that's just because you haven't, like, chosen to become good at it, is in my opinion. It's more of an interest issue than an, fundamental issue.
See,
Okay.
all this is great, but I want to be clear that I prefer describing Greg poorly.
Why does it keep doing that? I don't know why Moto is, like, making me click the man each time right now, but whatever. Yeah, the Forge Tender is quite annoying.
If they have another Forge Tender, like, had we sacked it before combat, they would have played that, and we would not have been able to hit them with Rock.
That is true, for sure. Maybe I shouldn't have actually played the ROG because of the existence of, like, EE scenarios, but it is a lot better if we draw, like, Dress Down or something like that. I don't know.
It's not a lot better. Oh, wait, it is, because we can turn.
I heard that Minx and Boo is a higher pick than Oko. That sounds not true to me, is what I would like to say about that comment. 3 is a lot less than 4. I mean, I haven't played Minx and Boo in Cube at all, so maybe I'm wrong, but if I had to make that pick tomorrow for, like, a $1 million Cube draft, I would take Oko. But... certainly few speak of that, since I've never heard of it before in my life, but, okay, so they have this stupid longbow. I guess they can use it to kill my ROG, is the big plan. I mean, that is gonna work. Nice. I think I just Fury and kill the Stoneforge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little awkward because Fury still can't really attack, but I think it's probably still correct. Why is this happening? This is the last match of the league. Yeah, and I'm hoping I don't time out due to this weird stacking thing that's happening right now.
It's in fact the last game of the league.
Yes. Alright. I'll grief my opponent. Oh my gosh, this is really gonna make me time out, isn't it? Probably just call. We can just kill the giver.
Yeah.
And sure, I'll attack with this. Whatever that's worth. It's not worth very much.
Then we've got a 6-turn clock. They only have a 10-turn clock.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think we'd be likely to win this game if I had, 6 minutes on the clock. Or if Moto wasn't doing this weird thing that it's doing to me right now, where it's making me, like manually use my mana each time. But
Okay, you got it.
mm-mm. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I should just bolt that.
Press Control once will apparently solve the issue.
Press Control once. Okay. Okay, so we've kind of entered a weird standoff now where they're taking 3 a turn and nothing else is happening.
They're gonna ping us for 1 a turn, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Control once appears to fix it, so thanks to Azax, but yeah. So I think now I need to start using a weird mode of playing where I F6 each turn and then rapidly un-F6 if they do something to save clock time. So be aware that I'm going to be doing that. What's our best draw here? Another Fatal Push? We have 2.
Another Grief?
Another Grief? Yeah, just double the clock. Okay, they are casting Call. Sanctifier and Vec. I see. Okay, but I can still just attack with Grief, I guess. And offer to trade it for the Forge Tender. So that kind of works. Also, I guess Dress Down is quite a good draw.
That sounds a very good draw, yeah.
Not my best draw. They took it. Okay. Interesting.
That makes a lot of sense, I think.
I guess they're just trying to race, yeah. Definitely just F6 again. And, I mean, on the plus side, it seems like I might be able to not time out. So, you know.
Because you're going to lose?
Yeah, I think I'm going to lose. Like, they're going to find, like, another Sanctifier or something here, right? Like, this is, going to get pretty bad pretty quickly. I mean, EE or Dress Down would both save us, like, rather immediately. But,
yeah.
Like, Dress Down is savage, because, like, you can do it when they attack, so you, like, can, like, maybe, like, eat Sanctifier and Vex in combat and bullshit like that, but...
Yeah.
They found Stoneforge. Wow. Okay. I'm going to turn off auto yields on the assumption they're going to cast it.
Okay, let them tutor first.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you're right, although I'm not sure it's worth the clock time. But, yeah. The thing is, I also think I'm turning no matter what they find, but I guess not giving the info is pretty relevant.
Well, but, yeah. They're gonna, like...
So I guess they didn't have another Sanctifier in fact, given they did that. I don't know. It's a pretty weird play if they had another Sanctifier, but...
Yeah.
Maybe they're planning to play Batterskull and then suit up Sanctifier with that? I mean, that's, I guess, pretty strong if it happens. It's not that easy for it to happen. They're at 8? We're at 7? 6? Okay. Alright. That's not a great sign for us.
That's very bad.
Yeah, I mean, EE is, like, still very good, right? Because it just completely stunts their offense.
Yeah.
I could, like, Undying Malice plus terminate my own grief, but I don't think that really is good.
Nah.
We sort of just need to kill all their creatures forever.
We are getting owned.
I mean, I guess I'm just dead right now this turn, huh? In an unpreventable manner. So that isn't great. Maybe I should have
Ugh.
Undying Malice griefed them just to like teach them a lesson. Like they're just like gonna play the Batterskull Skull before they literally kill me.
You
Why?
have to accomplish their arena quests.
Well, we sure didn't lose. We sure didn't beat. Wait, what? What is happening? Why am I going to my turn? All
Lamp.
right.
If they don't respond,
Yeah, I mean, well, wait. Then we just still lose the worship, right?
oh,
How,
just
I don't know how to. I can't do anything tricky. Like,
slam the dress down.
okay. I don't even know how, if our opponent let this resolve, we would win. It's not like we have a sort of knockout punch, you know? Oh no, they solved the
I
puzzle.
also don't know if it would remove that ability from their Forged Tender.
Yeah, there were a number of problems featured in the game we just played. But anyway,
Wait, before the recap, great question in chat. Question for Andrew. Now that you've been haunted by Greg, are you expecting 3 other ghosts to visit you tonight and give you lessons about your overwhelming sense of greed?
I'm not expecting that, but you never know.
So, okay, wait, but important follow-up. Assuming I'm one of those 3 ghosts, do you think I'm the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, or the ghost of Christmas future?
I think Greg is the ghost of Christmas present, because presently he plays a very large role in my life. So, that's my answer.
I see, okay.
Anyway.
In the past, I did as well, and might in the future, so you never know.
Yeah, the vintage puzzle of the day is a nice one. Anyway, so okay, I think that about wraps up this particular scam stream. I think that this deck is still pretty interesting to me. I think this list's obviously a bit untuned. Like maybe rebirths are not supposed to be in the list with the blue. Maybe the sideboard is not quite right. I haven't really like laid out the numbers or anything. But I honestly think that adding iteration makes the deck substantially better, and I'm pretty interested in playing scam with iteration in series events. I don't know if I'll play it at Energy Champs, but I think it's a reasonable consideration for me. And yeah, that about does it. Any final parting words, Greg?
Yeah, I actually do have a couple final parting words. One, thank you so much for the follow. Whoever just followed, sorry it didn't pop up on my screen. Oh, there it is. Obliant, welcome, thanks for the follow. Trying to put me in the Jacob Marley role. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. As a quick heads up, this is probably going to be our last stream for a couple of days, notably because the holidays are upon us. Normally we do a Thursday and Friday 2 p.m. stream, but those will probably not be happening this week unless something really, really weird happens. And then next week, I'll be honest, we don't actually know what's going to happen. There might be some streams next week, there might not be. It's all up in the air. So keep an eye on the SystemMagic Twitter for more updates about our upcoming streams, and we will be posting all the information there as soon as we have it. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a happy holidays. Thanks so much for tuning for all of the SystemMagic you've watched this year. It's been really, really fun having you all here and doing this stream, and we're really looking forward to even more SystemMagic in 2023, and hopefully a little bit more in 2022.
I think there will be at least a few more streams this year. I don't have specifics for you right now, but I believe it's likely.
Yep. And a quick note, if you're watching on YouTube, the streams, if there are more streams in 2022, they'll probably be slower than average to come up on YouTube. There'll probably be a bunch of streams that show up after the new year, just as a heads up for that. But if you are watching on YouTube and you're listening to this rant, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, because those things really, really help us and help people find our channel, which we really appreciate it. So yeah, we are going to raid Caleb, because we said we were going to raid Caleb the other day and then we didn't. So we're going to send you off to Caleb D's stream. I predict he is streaming some Cube, so that'll be a lot of fun to go watch the Vintage Cube from his perspective. But yeah, before we send them off, Andrew, any other final thoughts?
Wait, are you going to do the raid, or do I have to do it?
Nope, I'm doing it.
Okay, nice. Then no, I don't think I have any final thoughts. Later, everyone.
Yep. All right, and then Andrew, once the raid happens, you have to press stop streaming.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm familiar with that.
Okay, awesome. All right, you can do that now.